Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Empire of the Ghouls. As usual, we're going to do a quick recap of what occurred last week, and then we'll get underway with tonight's session. So team, you'll likely recall when we picked up last week, you guys were out on this island, which was really a massive stalagmite with walkways and paths through the stalagmite leading up. You were headed here based on information from Narrowsane to try to track down some of what is known as Ghoulbane oil that is supposed to be effective at killing ghouls. You guys were actually inside of the stalagmite, and you had just spotted some creatures down the hall as you were speaking to this mushroom humanoid creature. Those creatures from down the hall started making their way down. You guys got into a fight with them. It was a couple of kind of looked ghoulish creatures, along with some type of other creature that you hadn't ever seen before. You guys fought these three plus a ghoul wizard or spellcaster of some kind. And then as you guys were continuing to fight and those creatures were backing up and running off, they made their way into this larger temple area where you then continued to battle with some ghasts, another ghoul spellcaster, and then a ghoul priestess perhaps. You guys continued fighting here, getting closer to her. There was this pit behind her that seemed to have this very black, this sort of shaky, misty blackness in it. As some of you guys got close to that for the first time, this massive worm figure suddenly materialized and struck out. It was very powerful, being able to strike out and bite you guys pretty hard. When it did bite somebody, it swallowed them, taking them into its gullet. I believe we had Glory swallowed for several rounds. Also during this fight, we had Grim charging the priestess, striking out at her, and then her quickly as a reaction using some magic to pull Grim into this black pit, where he then landed on this blood red sand, and all he could see was blood red sand all around him. And then this sort of shifting portal some 60 feet away. As he tried to make his way there, these corpse worms burst forth from the blood red sand, grabbing onto him. Later we had, I believe it was Artem also getting pulled into that same area. You guys continued to fight, and luckily were able to defeat the priestess, though it seemed as though she could not be killed while the worm was still active. So even if you reduced her to 0 HP, or really 1 HP, she continued fighting. You guys did manage, however, to defeat the worm itself. After defeating the worm, she looked shocked, and then the next hit killed her. You guys were also fortunate enough to be able to get Grim and be able to get Artem back from that blood red sand plane, wherever that was, and found yourself lucky to have survived this encounter. You guys were then going to make your way out and up because you believed that this Ghoulbane oil was going to come from the top of this stalagmite, this massive stalagmite. But as you were making your way across, I believe it was Caliban who discovered this pool of this oily liquid in the room just north of the temple, and he essentially started looking into it, see what it was, and realized that this likely was the Ghoulbane oil itself. There was a hole in the ceiling where this oil was dripping very, very slowly, just like a drop every now and again. But there was enough oil in the basin here to fill several flasks, and luckily, or vials I should say, luckily there was a chest of vials just north of this basin. And so you guys took the vials, filled them up in this basin, and then decided to make your way out of here. As you did so, you were careful to not draw the attention of the angels once again. You made your way back to the skin trader, the vessel, and found that Alexstra was there. And she said, essentially, you don't have to worry about the angels, that they actually came down and spoke with her just briefly and recently. And you guys surmised that maybe your having defeated this worm and the priestess broke some kind of a hold over them, maybe at least temporarily, and then allowed you to escape from Chandelier Island without any additional encounters. As you're making your way on the skin trader now towards Vandicule proper, Alexstra has informed you of several pieces of information about Vandicule itself, primarily that it is, of course, a city of ghouls, and so while living creatures are allowed there, they are essentially expected to stay in one area. You, as a living creature, if you approach the city as a living creature, you can hire boat, or I'm sorry, you can hire a guide, a couple of guards, for example, and that will allow you to walk outside of the fleshling quarter, as it's called, in order to move about the entire city without being harassed and that sort of thing. Otherwise, you're expected to stay in the fleshling quarter. She also mentioned that the customs officers at the docks, when the boats come in, they are very used to various merchants and those arriving trying to not have to pay the full tax, the full customs tax when they arrive. So she explained that ghouls get a lower rate than the living. So some living creatures will try to disguise themselves as ghouls, and the customs officers have become very good at sniffing that out. When it happens, they enforce the full tax. But she mentioned it's not like it happens so frequently that it's not like everybody goes on alert and tries to kill them. It's just more or less like, yeah, we caught you, pay the full freight kind of deal. So you had this decision in front of you. How did you want to arrive in Vandikul, whether as living or as undead? I believe the team decided for living, but that's essentially where we left off. Skin Trader making its way to Vandikul proper, almost there, and your fate is at hand. So that's my recap, guys. What I missed, anybody would like to add?
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead, Brian?
I already have. Oh, yeah. She mentioned her mistress. That we should go meet her. Tell her that Electra is going to be a few days late, and she may be able to guide us to where we need to go to find the people we're looking for. Oh my gosh.
Sure. Yeah, that's kind of close. So, what was her mistress's name, if you happen to recall?
I'm turning my pages.
I have it written down. If you want it, Brian.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mother Ludmilla Genova.
Yes, indeed. So we'll go ahead and we'll say we assist to James here. We'll give the inspiration to Grim. So Grim, go ahead and take inspiration.
Thank you. And who needs it?
I could use it.
Okay, Gloria, I can barely hear you. I'll turn you up, but you got it.
One of the things that the captain told Archgale was there's certain things that are definitely like not allowed in the city, considered like contraband, and that the docks, the dock workers would definitely be on the lookout for those. Obviously the oil, but some of the other things included like his holy symbol and the knighted patch that he has.
Yes, indeed. Yep. Electra explained that obviously anything that's specifically potent against ghouls or reflects devotion to a good deity would certainly be considered contraband and seized. So yeah, good addition. Go take inspiration there, Archgale. All right. If nothing else, then let's go ahead and get into it, folks. So you guys are currently on the Skin Trader. Electra informs you that you will be arriving in Vandikul in perhaps an hour or a little after an hour. Are there any preparations or anything that you're wanting to do before getting to Vandikul proper?
Boy, I feel so refreshed and everything. It's as if I've been asleep for the last week. But what are we going to do about all of the liquid that we just got? Are we going to try to hide that, obviously?
Well, it's in the bag of holding, so, I mean, unless they can dump it out and get all of it, they might not even notice it.
I think that was discussed last week, and we also talked to the vampire about that, and it was pretty much confirmed that there's a good chance that they would try to dump that.
That's why I said I could keister at least one. I don't know if I could keister two.
Could you keister a bag, maybe? And then that, if you cram it up enough, I mean, it's a bag, right?
Yeah, but I might need some help with the chuckle.
Well, it's an oil. Could we just apply it to our weapons anyway? Like, they might not see it if it's on there.
No, because we don't know how long it lasts on. Let's ask her how long it lasts on the weapons. But I would just say that we may want to make sure the bag of holding is hidden too. I don't know if that's possible, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. If we put it up as keister, that might be a different void, and then it might explode.
Let's see here. I thought they're gonna do like a full body check. Why don't we just stuff it in his armor?
We could try that.
But really quickly, you should probably stuff these in the bag of holding too, and I'll hold out my holy symbol and the patch of Krakova.
Okay.
Is it a terrible idea if you put it on somebody and then put them in the bag of holding?
Well, you can only breathe for so long, right?
I think it's 15 minutes.
If they empty the bag, that person will just come spilling out anyway.
It's true. It's true.
That's even more suspicious. Problem.
I mean, I could maybe try to hide the bag. You know, maybe it might look like one of these rolls I got.
Hey, wait a minute. Didn't we already put some body in the bag? It's not in there, right?
No, we got rid of that a while ago.
Oh, whew.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a serious issue, right? So if they're going to flip the bag, we're going to get ousted with contraband. They'll take it and fine us. I'll happily keister one vial. He's a prisoner. He's a criminal. So he's probably
Happily,
used to smuggling stuff in. So could do that.
I just think we could just shove the whole bag of holding just in your breastplate. Like, I don't think they're gonna search that much.
What if I just go invisible?
Oh, well,
It's only a minute though.
I think a minute might be all we need.
No.
Do you think they're going to do a full cavity search of everyone entering this town? Maybe they'll do a cursory search of us, but I feel like anything like this is solved with coin usually. I don't know
Well,
if
what-
they take coin here.
What happens if there's contraband on us? Do we like just get arrested, or do they just fine us or something, or are they gonna attack us?
Are you directing this question to Alextra?
Yes.
You will see she turns to look at you as she's currently piloting the vessel, and she says, "Oh, well, it depends on the customs officer that you get. Generally, you can expect to at least have it seized, and if it's something like the oil or a symbol of a good deity, you better have a really good story for why you have it. If you were to simply turn it over to them and say you claimed this from somebody else, you fought them and took it, then they would just take it and say probably that's fine, but good luck getting it back."
Do they really pat us all down and search us fully?
They are quite thorough in their searching, yes.
Well, what if each of us took one? It might be harder for them to find them. We could try to hide it individually. I don't know, we leave the others behind, but
Well, I think we should just put it all in the bag of holding, and then maybe you could try to sweet talk them.
yeah, I could try that.
Or bribe them.
Any of those sound good to me.
Hey, Adam, before I forget, just in case, I am going to go ahead and have my magical rapier disappear because I can resummon it. So,
All right.
Make sure you have lots of coin when you're talking to them loud.
Are there any, like, minorly illegal things that we might be able to convince them that we have for a bribe so they don't look at the rest of our bag?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Well, what I can tell you is that the customs officers are certainly susceptible to bribes. In fact, I've heard from other captains that if you essentially offer them enough coin or flesh, or a combination of the two, they will simply just not even really check your haul. They'll just kind of come in and look really briefly and then say, "Yep, everything's fine."
Well, that might be an option.
Good old gold always solves the problem. How much you got?
Oh, well, how much does it normally take? I got 70 platinum on me.
Well, shoot, I'd give them at least 200 gold and tell them to go away.
Is it their own coinage, or do they take the civilized people's money?
They do have their own coinage, yes, but they won't turn down gold of other mint.
We can maybe just try that.
That's
Hell
usually
yeah.
the best way.
Well, in that case, I can take my holy symbol back and just tuck it beneath my shirt. Just look like a necklace.
Yes. I could. Yeah, I could cover that with a color, a small mark, or a symbol on top of your thing, but just to make it not seem as overt.
Just be
Are
aware
we
that
going?
these customs officers work as a team, so if this is to be successful, you'll need to bribe each of them.
We're gonna bribe them. What do we need this freaking money for? We're gonna save the world, so I don't think money's gonna be a problem if we get back.
Well, hold on. There is some shopping that would be pretty critical, like repairing these holes in my armor.
Yes, but not as important as this ghoul oil. We
I don't
fought
even know what it does.
angels for this.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Archduke, that Gale person. You may look tattered, but we don't care. We need to get through with the contraband.
I suppose
Well-
one step at a time, then.
Yes.
Well, and I have 50 gold pieces or 57 gold pieces that I can donate. I don't want us to donate so much that they go, whoa, what are you hiding though, right? You know? I mean, if entry is, I think you said 20 gold or something like that to get in, then, you know, maybe we give them each 50 gold, you know, and maybe that doesn't seem so absurd.
I feel like that's still quite a bit. Alex, I'm just gonna call you Alexa. What do you think is a reasonable amount for a bribe?
I can't say. I've not tried to bribe them before. I've always done my work on the up and up.
What kind of armor does Archgale have?
Half plate.
There's a mithril chainmail in the bag of holding. That's lower AC than what you've got, right?
Well, I don't know about it damaged. I think actually, if I wore that, it'd actually be the same.
No crits.
Yeah,
no,
crits.
no, mithril doesn't stop crits. That's
that's
adamant. Mithril just is no
It removes like the stealth
no disadvantage
penalty,
on
right?
the stealth stuff, and no strength requirement to wear it.
And it looks cool.
And it looks cool.
I mean, the stealth is pretty good.
All right, Lod, since you're doing the talking, I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3 pieces of gold. That's all I got.
Okay, give me that.
There you go.
And I got 30 pieces of gold and 70 pieces of platinum, and there's 600 pieces of gold in the bag of holding.
Oh, well, shoot. I mean, just, yeah. I just say if we've got that much, just try to give them 50 gold each, or say 30 and then go up to 50 without, just to try to make it look like you're haggling.
We can try it.
We are going in as non-ghouls, correct?
Well,
Yeah, so we're gonna have to pay
yeah.
for this stuff anyway, which is 50 gold.
Oh yeah. Should we disguise ourselves? It'll be even more
we
expensive.
decided- Yeah, I think we decided that we might just go to the fleshling area, and then possibly, if we need to disguise ourselves, then to leave from there.
That sounds like a good plan. I remember voting for that one last week.
All right. So sounds like you guys have most of your preparations in order. Anything else before you arrive at Vandicule's docks?
I'm gonna ritually cast identify for the ghoul oil, just to really know what it can do.
All right. I'm showing that to you now.
Okay. Is everyone able to see this?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yes, it does only last an hour, so I think you should hold off on applying it.
All right, sounds like that is all you guys wanted to do. So, as the boat continues to get closer, you find yourselves getting closer and closer. So, I'm going to read this brief passage to you. The pure city of Vandicule rests proudly on the shores of the Sulphur Sea. It isn't large. Above ground, it would be considered a town, but a number of impressive buildings stand among the smaller structures, particularly along the shoreline. Pleasure barges and other large vessels with ornate and macabre decorations are moored close to rows of grandiose palaces and boathouses. Smaller boats come and go from the busy docks at the southern end of the city. As the skin trader makes its way to the docks, you find yourself in this sort of little line as you wait for other vessels to be processed.
What is the cargo on that we have? Is it like furs or skins or something?
Hides, yep.
Hides, okay.
All right, so as you guys have made your way up to the docks, you see this bustling city as various ghouls and other creatures make their way about. You notice these particular ghouls going up and essentially treating with these boats arriving. This seems to take a little bit, so you're actually sitting here for about 30 minutes or so, just kind of waiting anxiously for your turn and just kind of eyeing about the oddities of this undead city. But eventually it is your turn proper, and you notice that Alextra moves the boat forward after she asks you guys to do a little bit more oaring. She pilots it a little bit closer to the docks, and once it's fairly close, you notice a couple of ghouls actually grab onto the hull itself and start mooring it to the dock. You notice...
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would the hides fit in the bag of holding? Like, how big are these things? Because we need to transport them if we were actually traders. So could we do that?
I mean, they're fairly large. I would say you could probably fit half of them in the bag of holding.
Sure, we'll do that.
I would imagine she normally has somebody that they hire to bring them from the dock or something. I would ask her that.
That could be us. That's why.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play the part, you know.
Grim is here.
But fine.
All right, you notice these ghouls make their way up. You can see that they are dressed not in armor, but in what almost looks to you like official regalia. You can see they are holding various pieces of parchment. One of them holds actually like a journal. You see they have quills actually attached via a string or rope to their bodies. It allows them to take their hands off the quill and ink and kind of do other things and then go back to the quill and ink that's on their side. But you notice the one in the lead approaches, looks at the vessel carefully, and then says, "Skin trader, what are you transporting?"
We have some hides.
All right, stand aside for inspection of your hull.
Okay. I mean, could we maybe, bypass this? It takes a little bit of time. Maybe we can make a donation and make it worth your while.
You notice he blinks for a moment, scans left and right, and says, "How much of a donation?"
I don't know. What seems fair, maybe 20 gold pieces?
You see he laughs. "Ah! Ha! Clearly you are not on the up and up with what is the going rate for such things."
Well, I mean, you could help me out. We can understand what the standard fare is.
You see he blinks and looks at you once again. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check here, lad. Going rate is 100 gold pieces per. There's 4 of us.
I think we can probably make that happen. I got platinum. Does that work?
Yes, we take platinum here, Flashlight.
You got yourself a deal.
And I will remove 40 platinum pieces.
Okay, he takes them from you. After
That's
he
all
takes
will
the,
be.
he takes the coins from you, and you see the other 3 kind of come up to him pretty quickly, and he divvies them out, and you notice them like being sort of watching him like a hawk to make sure he gives them the proper amount. Once the other 3 are satisfied, they kind of look towards him, and Derricule say something briefly, which I don't believe anybody in our group understands. But the lead guy that you've just spoken with says, all right, I'll just quickly take a look at what you got here. And you see he steps onto the skin trader and just starts scanning around. And you see he's looking at you guys and starts jotting some notes down and makes his way further in, jots some more things down, scans about, jots some more things down. Now, to clarify, have you guys stuffed half of the furs into the bag of holding, or hides?
Yeah, I would say I did.
Okay, so then he will come back up top and he'll say, well, it looks like you have about 200 gold pieces worth of hides down there, I'd say. Standard tax of 20 gold. And you see he holds his hand up.
I'll hand it to him.
You see he takes that and he jots a couple of things down real quick, and then he says, I presume you've been here before and you're headed to the Fleshling Quarter?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
can you? It's been a minute. Can you remind me of the direction, though?
You see he blinks at you slowly and then opens his mouth as he points just behind him to the south, and he says, Fleshling Quarters that way. Head south. You can't miss it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You see he turns quickly and makes his way for the next vessel coming in. You hear him shouting, hold right there. And it kind of fades off as he gets further away.
All right, guys, let's go.
Well done. Well done.
I guess we'll start
Very
making
well
our way
said.
there.
All right, so as you find yourself free from the docks, at this point you're making your way south. So you guys are like here-ish, and your plan is to just make your way kind of like this.
Yeah, if that seems to be the
Yeah.
most direct path, I would say so.
Is Electra staying or leaving? Or
She's staying on the vessel. As you will recall, she said once you got here, she wanted to try to break all ties with you and not let anybody realize you arrived together. So you're expecting she's probably going to take the skin trader out pretty quickly.
It was nice meeting you, and I'm glad you got some nourishment, and I hope we see you again.
You notice she smiles and says, oh, I suspect we will cross paths once again.
If you betray us, we will find you.
You see she laughs. What would be the point now? All right, you guys make your way along the shore, traveling here, seeing a lot of activity with the vessels arriving, some of them moored alongside here. As you guys are making your way about, you're maybe somewhat surprised to hear that there is a lot of conversation going on in this area. It seems to be mostly between ghouls, Derricule, and they speak in the Derricule language. You don't really make out, but occasionally you hear some other types of folks. They do seem to be speaking with one another. If anybody's keen to stop and try to listen, to pick up any kind of information, you can go ahead and make a perception check here. All right, so let's see. Artem, Barnaby, most of you guys aren't making much out. Archgale, not making much out. Let's see. Law,
I'll spend my
Glory.
inspiration.
Okay, sure. Feel free to reroll. Okay, so between Laud, Glory, and Archgale, the 3 of you guys here, I'm going to ask one of you guys to go ahead and roll me a d12.
That's fine. D12.
Look, I was gonna say, you don't want me to do these rolls again.
All right, so as you're making your way across, you hear this snippet of conversation, and you have to stop and actually listen to it because it goes on for a little bit. But it seems to be a dark cloaked individual wearing this ornate mask. Seems to be speaking with some kind of a deep gnome, like right on the outskirts of the Fleshling Quarter here. And you're kind of making your way. You have to almost stop and tie your shoe kind of thing to actually hear all of this. But what you hear that I'm talking about is this important ceremony that's due to take place at the Bone Cathedral tomorrow at the sound of the 5th gong. Radomir Marrowblight, High Priest of Vardasane, will make a special sacrifice to the Hunger God in the presence of Duke Moretto Lichmark.
Would we know what the 5th gong is? Like, I'm assuming that's an hour, but what time that would be?
Your intuition might be correct. That seems likely, but yeah, hard to say.
Okay, well, maybe throughout the day, try to pay attention. Like what time is it roughly right now? Is it kind of morning time or afternoon or what?
It's like midday.
Okay, I don't know if the sun is, at an angle at all that we could try to pay
You're
attention and see.
Underground, so definitely not.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll just try to pay attention to the gongs throughout the day and see if I can figure out if that's a clock or something.
Okay, sounds good. All right, just posting that there for your own reference. Okay, you guys find yourself at this gate and are able to pass through. You notice a couple of Garricule guards are standing on the edges here. They see you approaching, and you hear them say, "Go on in, Fletchlings." And you pass your way through this gate and find that in this large walled-off section of Vandicule that you have now entered, you don't really see much in the way of ghouls. As you kind of scan about, you're seeing a lot of different types of humanoid creatures. You notice that there are a lot of kobolds, for example. You do occasionally see a human here and there, not a ton of them. There also seems to be dark dwarves down here. You can see that there are some Durgar, some Drow, some Darrow, some dark folk, some mushroom folk, and then what seems to be a lot of kobolds.
Wonder if we can find the inn where we can stay, and maybe also if there's any shops around, might be able to buy some last minute supplies.
Yeah, or some kind of wow, I've spaced the word. Someone who works on armor, an armory, maybe.
Blacksmith?
There you go. That's the word, blacksmith. Maybe we could find one of those too.
Maybe
Do you think
we can find somebody who knows the city and can smuggle us around.
Yeah, all those could be good ideas.
Do you think our clout with the Cobalt King is carrying any clout down here? It's a different city, so maybe not.
Maybe. Do we have any proof?
You know the king of the kobolds.
Well, the king that was in the city. Is there one king?
There's many kings. We've actually done this. We've attempted something like this before when we met the kobold earlier, who escorted us to, or drew us the map.
Oh, that's right. He kind of appreciated it, though, right? I carried a little clout.
It was like a friendly gesture.
I think we might want to meet up with those contacts. That might be our best bet. We're able
Yeah.
to here.
It's probably a pretty good idea.
I think we got a lot of work to do today. Let's find the inn, set it as like our meetup point, I suppose, and then try to get all our shopping done.
Sounds
I
good.
would love to rest at some point. Apparently, I was dead earlier this morning.
Well, it
Yeah, we can
happens.
try to
the
fix
best
that
of
right
us.
up.
In fact, actually, do I have? Let me see if I might have. Nope, I don't. I spent the resource for that already. So, but if you find a diamond that is worth 500 gold pieces, I can make your ailment a little better.
Well, don't we have those rubies? Could we maybe trade those for diamonds?
Probably, if we find like a gem seller.
All right, so it sounds like you guys want to look around the Fleshing Quarter here for an inn of some type. You start making your way down these narrow streets, seeing a lot of various different buildings. Most of them look to be residential in nature. You see a couple that might be otherwise, but once you get around to this area, you're going to notice that this building that you're closest to here, this certainly looks to be an inn of sorts. It's obviously different than inns on the surface, but you can see it's a large 2-story building, and you can see that there is a sign out front. You can't read it from your current position, but it certainly has that look and feel of an inn.
Well, let's head in.
All right, as you make your way around to the front of the building, you notice a sign written above this entrance that says The Blind Traveler. As you guys make your way into this area, step on in, you can see, yes, in fact, this is indeed an inn. The sign itself, you notice that it depicts a blindfolded man with a staff walking through a graveyard full of grinning ghouls. As you enter the inn proper, you notice all sorts of folks in here. Again, predominantly kobolds, Duergar, Darrow, that type of folks. As you enter, you notice a couple of humans here. Again, very rare. Behind the bar counter, you notice a Duergar seems to be the bartender or owner, hard to say. There's another Duergar female next to him, and you can see the two of them seem to be serving the various fleshlings here inside.
I could really use some food.
I got 2 more silver pieces.
I think we got some gold we could pay for, but maybe we can see if there's a room available first.
Oh yeah.
I will look around. I'm guessing the barkeep might be the person that would be able to grant us a room for the night, possible.
Seems the most likely, yep.
I would try to walk up to them if they seem available.
Sure, yep. You see he's just getting serving this kobold who he hands a drink to, and then you see the kobold turns and bumps into you, and as he looks down and then looks up at you, he actually like swells in size and gets larger as he takes in a big breath. You look at this kobold. Go ahead and give me a history check here, lad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to say. There's definitely something different about this kobold. You're not quite sure what it is, but you see he kind of looks at you and he bumps into you. He just gives you like a push, not super hard, but like a kind of get the hell out of my way kind of push, and then just strides off without even saying anything, drink in hand, as he walks over to a table where you notice 2 others that look much like him standing nearby, and then a 4th kobold, a male kobold, sitting in the like a bar counter kind of area or bar bench type area, like against the back wall, and it seems he's just kind of hanging here as he's looking over some paperwork and that stuff. You notice the barkeep though just kind of glances at the kobold that pushes you and then looks back at you and says, "What do you have, buddy?"
I think we were gonna get maybe a round of beers and some food, but we're also looking for a room for the night.
Beers? We don't have no beers down here. Where are you from?
Zobek.
Ah, come quite far then. Well, here's the deal, buddy. I've got a large room I can rent for you. That's a gold piece per day. If you're hungry, we got food straight from the Sulphur Sea. It's quite tasty. If you're looking for drink, we got mushroom wine. That's the house specialty.
Okay, well, how much would it cost for one of each, basically? One night stay and a round of food and drinks for everybody.
Everybody? Who's everybody? Oh, is it all those exotic-looking folks hanging back there watching you, just waiting for you to do something?
Yeah, they're pretty scared of, talking to strangers and stuff, so I usually do it.
Ah, social anxiety. I got a sister that has that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, like I say, gold piece for the room per day, a round of food for 7 of you. I'm going to say 8. You look pretty big. And then with drinks, let's call that 2 more gold pieces.
Okay, and I'll hand them over.
You see he turns over and he says, Grunhild, go ahead and make a round of one of each and 7 of the wines, 8 wines. Yeah, this guy looks like he can drink. Yeah, 8 wines and then one of each, and hurry up with that. And you see she goes, ugh. And then you see she turns and starts walking, and you see her puts a hand to her back and just kind of like does a little bit of a limp. And you see he shakes his head as he turns back to you. All right, she'll be right out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Where would be the best place to maybe, we got some stuff we need to sell and maybe do a little bit of shopping after we're done eating here.
Well, you can find occasionally merchants come here, like the Kobold over there in the corner that you just met his buddy. That person there is a merchant. You might be able to arrange some stuff there. But are you talking about like in the town proper?
I was wondering if there's, like a blacksmith or anything like that, or maybe somebody that, trades in gemstones or anything of that nature. We got a little bit of stuff we want to take care of.
Not here in the Fleshling Quarter, but out in the city proper, there's a place known as the Artisans District. And there's all types of people out there. Weaponsmiths, armorers, leather workers, bone carvers, tanners, tailors, dyers, wig makers, jewelers, scribes, you name it.
And they're willing to trade with, those of us that look like you and me.
If you got coin, but of course, you got to have an escort to get out there. They don't let Fleshlings just wander outside of the Fleshling Quarter.
Oh, okay. Where we can find one of those?
Guards? Escorts?
Yeah, escorts.
You just make your way to either of the exits. There's a northwest and a northeast exit from a Fleshling Quarter. There'll be Derricule guards there. Just let them know you want to hire an escort. They'll tell you, and they'll get someone over right away.
Okay, great. Sounds good. I'm gonna go mingle with some of these merchants you were talking about. See if maybe they got anything for sale or that they want to buy.
Good luck. Just don't start any fights.
Lord, okay. Ask him about the gong. How do we tell what gong it is?
Oh, yeah. How do we tell what gong it is? Like, what do the gongs mean that we're here? Is that what time it is?
Yeah. They ring it, oh man, it's been, I think it's like every 3 hours or so. I don't pay too much attention. You don't really hear it too frequently here in the Fleshling Quarter, but I think it's every 3 hours is a gong bell.
Okay, and I'm guessing it starts like at sun up, or not sun up, but like, what normally would be sun up.
You notice he kind of laughs a little bit too. Well, yeah, it's like start of the day, end of the day kind of thing.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go rescue my socially anxious friends.
All right. Like I said, just don't start any fights.
Okay.
Well, do you still have all of those furs?
I got half of them.
Well, we know that they're worth 200 gold pieces.
Yeah, I was gonna ask around if any of these guys are merchants and might want to buy them.
That's a great idea. We'll recoup some of our loss, anyways.
Did
What about
you
the
happen?
kobold over there to do all the paperwork?
Yeah, maybe we can go talk to him.
I want to go talk to him.
Did you happen to get a room?
But you talk to him. I'm going to be with you.
Yeah, I got us a room and food and drinks, and they'll be coming out soon.
Okay,
I want to see if you want.
I want to go up to the room because I want to cast a spell, and I don't want people knowing I'm casting it.
Okay. I mean, was I given like a key or anything, or is that something I would grab later?
Yeah, he assumes it's not like nighttime, so he assumed you weren't ready to go to the room right away. But yeah, you assume you could just go out and be like, "Hey, can I get the key?" And he'd give you the key.
Okay. I would do that, I guess.
Sure. Yep. So he essentially tells you head up, go all the way down the hall, take a left, all the way down again, and then that's the last room on the left.
All right, I would relay that information to Barnaby and hand him the key.
All right, you got it.
All right. Hey, Adam, just to let you know, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to act like I'm going up there to check out the room, and I'm going to go cast Comprehend Languages and come back down with my party.
So you're heading up to the room first, though, closing the door and casting Comprehend Languages as a ritual, as I'm assuming you're after?
Yes.
Okay. So you make your way up to the room solo. So as you're climbing the stairs, you take that first left, you take another left. You notice a very small mushroom folk sitting essentially in the middle of the hallway. Its back is against one wall, and you can see it's like flicking something that's in front of it.
can I make out what it is he's flicking? I don't know what that means.
As you get a bit closer and like lift your head up to look down, you can see it's some kind of bug, like a beetle of some sorts, and it's just kind of like flicking it. And you see the beetle falls on its back, and you see its legs kind of move, and then it rights itself and it moves, and you see the mushroom folk makes a sound which you sort of interpret as sort of like laughter, and then it reaches forward and does it again, knocking it on its back.
I'm going to go ahead and chuckle as well and make it seem like I'm enjoying the show.
All right, you notice the mushroom folk raises its head and looks at you. Go ahead and give me a perception check here, Barnaby.
Yeah. All right, my dice are back to normal. Yep.
Yeah, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary or striking. Again, you don't know much about mushroom folk, so it just kind of raises its head, it looks at you, it blinks a couple of times, and it looks back down.
All right, I'm going to motion, like, can I get through to try to go to my room?
It pays you no mind, but it's not so congested that, like, you have to walk over him. Like, you can kind of be on the side and get by.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
All right, you make your way into the room and start ritually casting. Rest of the team down in the inn, anything you're doing?
I got bumped into, and we've been, I believe, robbed before. So I'd like to, check my positions and see if that kobold that kind of bumped me was up to anything.
Sure. I will say you kind of reflect back on that encounter, and you realize that you saw him the entire time. His hand did not go anywhere like near your waist or anything like that. He did not give off like thief vibes at all. It was more like frat boy, you got in my way vibes, right?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go talk to that dude.
Yeah.
That dude being the kobold sitting on the bench?
Yeah, I think the one that they said might be a traitor.
All right, so as you start getting closer, you notice all three of these kobolds, the one that bumped you and the other two, see you, and their eyes get real wide, and then they start puffing up and start getting bigger, and like their bodies start swelling, and they're looking at you, and one holds a hand out. Do either of you, I assume this is just Laud and Grim at the moment that are coming over?
I was going to go with them as well, because since it's a merchant.
Sure,
I'll go with him.
Okay,
because I got
Archkill as
nothing
well.
there to do.
All right, so the four of you coming over, do any of the four of you speak Draconic?
I do.
I do as well.
All right, so you notice the one that bumped Laud puts this big clawed hand out in front, and he says, "What up, cuz? Stay back. What do you think you're doing?"
In Draconic, it's like, calm. We merely wish to speak. We heard one of you was a merchant.
You see he kind of narrows his eyes a little bit, and as he lets out a breath, his body starts deflating a little bit. And then you see he turns his head, and he says in Draconic, "Snedra, do you want to deal with these clowns?" And you notice the merchant looking at the paper raises his head as though he's completely oblivious. What? What's going on? Oh, what? Yeah, you got, yeah, okay, come on over. What, you got money? You want to buy something? Yeah, come on.
Make our way over. Well, I was that also in Draconic?
Yes, all of that was in Draconic.
Okay, well, I have no idea what's going on, so I'm going to follow what other people are doing.
Yeah, I'll sort of translate for everyone and say, Snedra over there is willing to deal with us.
Great.
Okay,
right.
well, let's go over, I guess.
So as you approach, it is pretty tight here with these three bodyguard kobolds kind of taking up quite a bit of space. So you guys manage to get close. There's no real room to sit, so it's a bit uncomfortable. You're kind of just like hovering here. But the kobold named Snedra, once again, looked his head up at you and says, "All right, so what is it you're looking for? You look like newbies. So you need information? You need advice? What do you want? Everything's available for a price."
Assuming this is still all Draconic, I'll ask if he can...
Do you speak common? I don't know what you're saying. These guys do, though.
You see he will turn and look at you. I do speak common, but it's really bad common, so I'd rather speak like this. You guys speak Draconic? It seems like you know what I'm saying. So what do you need?
I can translate if you wish.
You can just do the talking. You can just let them know we're trying to buy some, maybe some repaired armor, or sell some of these furs, or look for some gem traders or something like that.
Okay. Yes, I relay the need for either gem traders, blacksmith, or an easy way for us to move through the city proper.
Oh, and don't forget, we also have furs for sale. I say in Draconic.
Ah, well, I might be interested in that. Where you got them? Are they out on a boat, or you just put them in the warehouses?
We have them with us.
You have furs with you. Are they all up your ass, or where are they?
Well, maybe some up Grimm's, but no, we have a pouch. It holds a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay. Bag of holding. Nice, nice. Well, pull them on out. Let's see what you got.
Hey, Rod, will you take out some of those furs and show them?
Okay.
I got all of them.
I'll start with the drawing.
All right. So as you start pulling hides out of the bag of holding one after the other, once all of them are laid down, you see he quickly kind of inspects them, running his hand through them, flipping them over, looking at the edges. Yeah, okay, yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, okay, what are you looking to get for these?
200.
200, I don't know, that seems pretty pricey. 200, ouch, ooch. How about 175?
No,
Think
200.
of this as a goodwill gesture for many more deals in the future.
Yeah, sure thing, guy I've never seen before. I'm sure we'll see many times in the future. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
Well, let me consult my guy. Hey, Lod, is 175 for all these hides good?
I mean, it's fine with. I'll whisper back. It's fine with me. We didn't pay for
Yeah,
it at all.
exactly. It's free money. I mean,
And I'll turn back and I'll say, he demands 180.
Go ahead and throw me a persuasion check there, Archgo.
Oh, oh, dang it. I'm not good at that. Yeah.
You see he kind of sniffs as he looks at you. 180, you say, huh? Wow, that'd be... Oh, wait a minute. Look here. You can see this etching, the scratches. This is kind of peeling. Oh, I don't know. How about 160? Yeah, this is an error. I'm going to have to fix this before I can even sell it. Now, 160 is best I can do.
great.
You don't even know that, though. He's speaking in Draconic. Yeah, I'll accept that.
All right. Okay, 160, I bet. And you see he looks over to one of the other guys and he says, Timifer, take these and take them over to the warehouse 647244. And you notice the kobold, and you see he grabs all of the hides and lifts them onto his shoulder with very little effort and makes his way out of the tavern or bar here. And then you see Snedra counts out 160 gold, and then he slides them over to you, and you see his hand kind of hovers there, almost like he wants to pull them back, but then he just kind of relaxes and lets you take the coin.
I will give the coins to Lod.
All right, is that
Okay.
it?
What do you have for sale?
I'm mostly dealing kind of like land estate and rents and fractional trading and such, but for what you guys need, probably not much. All that other stuff you said, like armor and gems and that kind of stuff, that's not really my line of trade. I think you're going to need to go out to the artisans' quarter. That's probably where you'll find all that stuff.
Perfect. Where is that?
Oh, it's actually real close to the Flashling Quarter. You just kind of like go out the northwest gate, hang a left, hang another left, and you're there.
Perfect. Just out of curiosity, why do these guys puff up? I've never seen kobolds do that before.
You hear him chuckle. You notice the two that they kind of do the same thing. They puff up again as they look at you. He goes, "They're not kobolds. They're swole balls."
Oh, that's a horrible joke.
I laughed the first time I read this. This is literally a creature in the Kobold Press. It's called a swole ball.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect module.
10 out of 10. We can just end the campaign there. Wonderful. A swobold.
They seem very strong.
Yeah, they do.
Yep. That's why they're muscle.
Are there many of them here?
Yeah. Most of the kobold merchants, they hire them to be pretty tough. You know, we got to have some muscle to protect us in case anybody gets a little grabby.
Where could we hire them?
Yeah, good luck. No, they don't just hire themselves out to randos.
Well, we're not. We know the King Craggle Crackclaw.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Anyways, it was nice dealing with you.
Yeah, good luck later, Hume.
Turn to Laud and give a thumbs up.
Okay, I'm hungry.
Heard something about mushroom wine? That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, I want all of it.
All right, if you guys make your way over to an open table, it's just a couple of moments later before you notice Grunhild coming out with a big platter, and she starts laying things down on your table in front of you, and she announces what they are as she lays each plate off of the platter. You hear her say, roasted cave crickets, bat and mushroom stew, grilled lizard kebabs. And she lays these down. You can see that there are a total of 8 servings of this. So think of it like 2 of each, 3 of another one, and then, or 3 of each and 2 of one. And then she lays out this big vat, or this big, think of it as almost like a decanter of wine. She sets that on the table, and she says, mushroom wine. And then she lays glasses down, putting one down for each of you.
Yes, please.
Enjoy. And you see she starts walking, but holds her back as she walks and hobbles a bit behind the counter.
Can I do a medicine to see, like, is this arthritis? Is this person just old? Is it a past injury just by looking?
Just by looking, probably not. That would be pretty difficult to, diagnose somebody just with a glance. But if you had time and she allowed you to examine her, probably.
I don't think I can. Let's eat.
Hey, Adam, would it be safe to say I'm down there now or close to it?
It's been like 7.5 minutes so far, so you got like 2.5 minutes left.
All right. Would I pray really quickly, though?
You tried to speed ritual?
Yeah.
Hey, Grim. If we get some time here, do you think you could teach me the shield thing you do, the way you knock people down all the time? I think that'd be useful.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's a pretty. Well, actually, there's nothing to it because you see, you just hit him with a backhand, right? It's important to hit him with a backhand sword strike, and while he's feigning that direction, you just encourage it even more. It works pretty well. I'll show you.
All right, yeah. Maybe outside we can practice it. You show it to me. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool feat to get, so hopefully I can help you get it.
All right.
After we're
Artemis-
done eating, we should ask somebody where we can find the Marquis and the Marquez.
So you guys start chowing down on the food, and I'm assuming, is everybody partaking in the wine as well?
Yeah.
Yes, Artemis will do for
I'll
sure.
have a sip to see if I even like it.
I ate a mushroom earlier and I was fine, so how bad could the wine be?
So the food has a bit of an aftertaste. It's not terrible, but it's not what you would call gourmet dining or anything like that. As you're eating the food, it's kind of almost like a sulfurous aftertaste, and you assume that some of this is obviously coming food from the Sulphur Sea. The wine itself has what we will call very much an acquired taste. It's not great, but as you're just kind of sipping on it, you each kind of realize that this mushroom wine has very mild hallucinogenic properties. So as like you drink a little bit, you might notice like the roasted cave cricket start moving a bit, and you just kind of shake your head and realize, no, it actually didn't. It's just something to do with this wine playing tricks on your head.
That's neat. Maybe not too much of it then. Got to be fresh for tomorrow.
Oh, Lord, your ears just spoke to me.
Well, that's how it's supposed to work, so maybe you should stop.
Yeah, you'll push that. I think we better not have any more of that.
When's the last time we
look
had
at-
water? Maybe just good old water. What do you think?
I mean, I guess so.
Is everyone else in this inn like tripping?
Are they all tripping? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. from the mushroom wine.
You do certainly, now that you've kind of put two and two together, you do notice some individuals, some patrons of the inn certainly look like they're affected. You can see them kind of like looking around and dazed and confused kind of stares, but it's certainly not most of them. I would say you kind of glance around real quick. You notice a couple of other primary groups of individuals here inside the tavern. You already saw Snedra and his group. You notice that there is a drow woman in a back corner, and she has 3 male drow that all seem to be fawning over her. You notice a Darrow woman, and you can see that there are 4 other Darrows that seem to be standing guard by her. They remind you of the creatures you fought previously when you were in the underworld here fighting against the Darrow. And then finally you notice what looks to be a group of hooded humanoids. You can see all of them are both hooded and huddled together. There's like hardly any personal space between them. And if they are speaking, you can't hear anything, but it almost looks like their bodies are moving slowly as though like taking in breath and speaking pretty rapidly.
This bar is full of factions.
I mean, I guess it would make sense. It's probably a lot of traveling people and they stick together. We're kind of doing that.
Yeah. Is the elven sort of background like the same in this world?
You mean as far as drow and how they look at surface elves?
Yeah. Like
so
when they try to murder me.
Drow are very, very rare in this world, so I don't know that you guys would know much about drow. I think your exposure to a drow companion in your group, you may have heard or picked up little tips like that. But generally speaking, it's not believed in this world that like drow are, descended from regular elves and they just turned. It's not really that same kind of mythos. They're like a completely separate species and just elves that are more prone to being underground kind of deal.
Okay.
All right, after a short period later, then we see Barnaby making his way down, having completed his ritual cast of Comprehend Languages. Barnaby, as you make your way down, you notice little has changed here on the tavern main area. You do notice some of your companions having already eaten and drinking a bit of wine. You join them at the table now and scoop up some of the food that's available and probably sip a little bit of the wine and get the same experience that your companions did.
All right, Adam, as I'm walking towards the table, I'm going kind of slow, looking around, but I'm trying to, now or later or whatever, if I can hear some conversations, that's what I'm going for.
So does this mean you're kind of like meandering, not heading right back to the table, just kind of walking about and see if you can pick up any clips of conversation?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and throw me a perception check. You do start to hear something. Go ahead and throw me a stealth check as well, because you start to hear a little bit, and then you notice there's like 2 folks in conversation kind of looking around to see if they notice anyone. So you'll notice as you're kind of walking about this area, you hear someone start talking something about beggar ghouls. It's 2 Duragar, and then you notice the Duragar raises his eye and kind of narrows it as he looks at you.
I'm going to pretend I don't understand, and I'm just going to keep on walking.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way past where they are at, and you can see the 2 Duragar kind of get close and whispered voices once again. But yeah, you don't hear anything else as you make your way back to the table.
So, how's the food and how's the wine? You guys started without me. My gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We thought maybe you fell asleep or something. And
No.
I was hungry.
I just wanted to be able to understand people better.
Oh, well.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, well, this wine's kind of trippy, so I don't know. Makes you see funny things. But the food's okay.
Food's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
How's the room?
As to be expected. Adam, I'm just kind of assuming that because I really didn't ask about the room when I got in there. So.
Yep, as you got in there, I'll just really briefly, I'll say it's just one large room, bunk style. So there's like 10 beds spread out around this very large room. Not overly comfortable. The beds are pretty close to each other. The whole room is probably like 15 feet by 10, with the bunks just kind of circling it in a horseshoe shape. So it'll work. Nothing, splendid or anything.
Yeah, there's beds. Probably looks like rocks. Whatever. I mean, nothing. We've been traveling, so anytime you have a roof over your head, I guess.
And one other question: was the mushroom guy still there when he came back down?
No. So that would be after casting, spending 10 minutes or so. When he came back out, the mushroom folk was not there.
Well, I think after we finish this lunch, we should go get a guide and head into the city.
As long as
Okay.
they're not bird people.
It's worse than that.
Look, I know you guys want to go shopping, but we need to see the Marquis and the Marquess, or whatever. What's the names again, Lon?
Marquis Laszlo Dimas and Marquess Dorva Gray Suture.
Those.
We also need to see Mother Ludmila Genova.
Well, maybe.
Yes.
That's just maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these people would know where they are, or well, maybe one of the ghouls would know where they are.
Look, we need to make contact with our contact that we got from what's his spooky, the prior king.
Shh, be quiet.
I know, I'm not stupid.
I mean, that's debatable, but yeah.
You are still keystering that oil.
Yeah, let's just see. Why don't you give me a 1d20? We'll see.
All right. I am very tired and depleted on spells, but I go where you go. Let's hit the town.
Well, if we can get some gems and diamonds, I can maybe help you with that. How many levels of exhaustion do you have?
It's not exhaustion, so I don't know if this would actually work. It's the raised dead thing.
I thought that gave exhaustion. That's why it's so powerful.
Nah, it's like a flat -4 that goes down 1 every long rest.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any way for us to bypass that, unless we
even
find
Yeah.
a greater restoration won't do it.
Nah, you need like the wish spell or something, basically.
But I think getting the diamonds is still a good idea for other stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair. Preparation.
All right, so after you guys are finished eating, it sounds like some of you want to make your way out in the town. Is everybody going as a group? Are we having a split group here? Let me know what you guys are thinking.
I'm going with the group.
I think we're staying together.
Yeah, stick together. This is unfamiliar territory, and we may be wanted individuals to a degree.
All right, fair enough. So as a group, you guys are making your way to the gate, and then you're looking to hire an escort?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
The gate closest to the artisan district.
Okay, so that'll be the northwest gate. So as you make your way there, quickly speak with the Derricule, who speak broken common. They let you know that, yes, they can arrange to have an escort for you. There will be 2 individuals that will escort you and keep you safe while you're inside Vandicule proper. It will be 5 gold pieces per day that you choose to use their services.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess we're gonna need 2 days worth, right? Today and tomorrow.
Let's do it today for sure.
Okay, well, we'll start with 1 day, and we'll pay for a second day tomorrow when we leave if we need to.
Okay, so you pay the 5 gold pieces to the guards like 10 minutes later or so, and you notice a couple of guests arrive here, and they approach, and you see they keep a little bit of a distance from you, like 10 to 15 feet, but they see they eye you, and the Derricule guard looks towards you, and he says, they've been told what to do. Just go about your way. Don't go anywhere that they won't let you go. If you try to start going somewhere you're not supposed to, they'll stop you. Just don't do anything they don't let you do. Otherwise, there'll be trouble, Fleshling.
Okay, assuming that was in common. Otherwise, I'll let Barnaby respond.
It is in common, yep. All right, so you guys are essentially at the gate at this point. You've got your escorts. Where is it that you want to head?
I guess artisan and then the blacksmith first, and then we can try to find our contacts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, you make your way left and then left again as was instructed to you. And you notice this entire area here, so all the buildings you see in this kind of block is what is known as the Artisans Quarter. So or Artisans District, I should say. So as you make your way here, you notice various ghoul craftsmen plying their trade here. You can see some modest-sized workshops and smithies. You notice a variety of shops and workers, that sort of thing. What is it that you guys are looking to acquire here?
I think we would want to trade those rubies worth 500 gold for diamonds worth 500 gold if possible. I was looking to buy like a half plate.
Let's just do one step at a time. No worries. So you say rubies worth 500 gold. Remind me where you got those?
We found them in the pit with when we were doing the like hag lady thing before we found Narasine.
And I have 2 on my character sheet. That's what I was trying to get rid of.
You found them in the pit by the... Oh, are you talking about when you were fighting the Darrow?
In the pools.
Yeah, the pool. Yep.
When we were getting like the relics to prove that we could deal with the Darrow lady.
Okay, interesting. I'm not seeing the word ruby, but let me just see if I can pull it up real quick.
Oh yeah, I thought they were rubies. They were some kind of gem that were worth 500 each. Maybe they weren't rubies, but I think they were red, so I just assumed they were rubies.
We should also actually see about selling those, not all of them, I know we're using a couple, but those artifacts that we found too. Especially like the cursed one.
Yeah, potentially. I think we have a couple things we could offload to maybe buy some things we want.
Well, the stick is very nice.
Well,
you can keep that stick.
I'm willing to bet that we could probably find someone who can make it work correctly again.
Okay, so I just tracked that down. Yes, this was in the pool with the sort of life stealing. So yes, these were rubies. It was spelled plural, and I was searching for singular. That's why I didn't find it. But yeah, so these, if you try to sell these here, what you notice pretty quickly is what the ghouls are willing to offer you is very much lower than what you would expect. So they essentially offer you 250 gold pieces for each ruby. So 500 if you want to sell both.
All right, I'll sell mine for 500. Here's 2.
And these are the specific rubies we're talking about, right?
Yeah,
we only got 2 of them, so Grim would have them. I think that's fine.
Okay,
yeah,
so that you get 500
money.
gold pieces, and you lost the 2 rubies.
And then I think we would want to buy a diamond worth 500 with that, right? So that we can have we can cast Revivify.
So again, when you say a diamond worth 500, because of the markup here, that same size of diamond, they want 750 gold from you for.
Okay, can we maybe come back to that? I want to see like, what else we can sell.
We could also use diamond dust worth 100 GP, which might be worth more, but that would also help a lot.
So what I will say, just to make this easy, is the markup is 50% for you. So if you want diamond dust worth 100 gold, you have to pay 150 gold to acquire that.
Okay, so just in general, we're going to be paying 50% more and selling for 50% less. Is that
yep, that's
accurate?
what seems to be the general rule of thumb. Now, if it's something really exotic, it might be even worse. But yes, for you guys, that's the going rate.
When you say you guys, is it definitely because we are not undead?
That seems fairly likely, right? Because you guys are fleshlings and you're coming here with a gassed escort. The merchants aren't particularly interested in dealing with you, so these are the prices they offer.
Do you think?
Tourist tax.
Yeah, there you go, Glory.
Maybe we should go back to the room.
Maybe. Can we do that today?
I can. Let me see how long it would take. Let's see. It would only take 10 minutes.
I think
Yeah, it might be
getting
worth
caught
it,
is not
but-
worth it.
Yeah, now that they have seen us, they kind of know what we're trying to do.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I
Well, at
mean,
least
we
at-
have.
At least at this shop, wherever we're selling these gems and trying to buy gems, maybe we should just buy the diamond dust then and then maybe think about it.
Yes.
Yeah, we could
Well,
do that.
well, perhaps the contacts would be able to help with this as well. I don't know.
Hey, Log, can I give you 500 gold since you're sort of the negotiator and I can take it off my sheet?
Sure, I'll add it to mine.
Okay, thank you.
They can probably buy and sell for us.
That's probably true too. Maybe we should actually just go talk to them.
Yeah, we can come back, I guess.
All right, so it sounds like we're leaving the Artisans District. And where is it that you wanted to go next?
I think we're gonna ask maybe our guides and see if we can't go see the Marquise and Marquess.
You're asking your two escort, the Ghasts?
Yes, like that's where we'd want to go.
So you'll notice the two Ghasts look at each other, and then the one looks at you and says, "Which one do you want to go to, Flashblade?"
Let's start with the Marquise.
Follow. And they start leading you off. You make your way through the city. You notice a lot of different stuff going on here. Primarily, again, a lot of traffic of undead creatures moving back and forth. There seems to be some excitement, some conversation about this upcoming, some kind of activity coming up. You see a lot of people making their way kind of in this direction. It seems as though there's it's not like a stampede or anything like that, but it's more ghouls seemingly making their way in that direction. You overhear one of them talking about the Danse Macabre and seemingly excited about that, but your two escorts continue just kind of pulling you.
Do I notice special like banners being put up, posters being put up, anything like that that would denote like the ceremony that we heard about earlier?
You do not. All right, as you're making your way here, you notice this very distinctive building right in this area here. It looks like a very large church or cathedral, perhaps. Your escorts take you around this way. As you get to here, you notice this large exterior wall, seemingly protecting something important inside. Hard to say exactly what that is. You guys continue making your way here. And then as you get outside of this palatial residence, you notice your two escorts are looking towards the east, and the one that spoke to you before says, "This is the Marquise place, Flashlane."
Okay. Is there a front door?
There is, yep. You notice a set of stairs that go up to this area. It's like a platform, set of stairs that go up to the platform. You see armored ghouls seemingly guarding the main entrance.
I will step up and tell the armored ghouls that we're here to see the Marquise.
I'll come with him.
All right, as you start ascending, you hear one of your escorts says something in Derricule at a louder voice. Comprehend language would still be running by this time, though it's getting close to running out now, Barnaby. But you will hear him say, seemingly to the armored ghouls, "These fools wanted to come here. We don't know why." And you notice one of the armored ghouls kind of just looks towards you as you're approaching Archgale, and he says, "State your business."
We are friends. Our presence was requested.
The Marquis is not expecting anyone. He would have told me.
Well, then you were wrong.
You see, he narrows his eyes as he looks at you, and he says, "Leave this location now."
I hold up my hand and like try to like maybe flash like a sight of the ring.
What ring?
The ring that we got that denotes that we are like friends of the king.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
It's
The
the
narrow
one
You're referring to the token that Narrowsing gave you?
Yes.
Okay, so you and you have this on your character sheet, I'm assuming?
Actually, I don't think I'm wearing it. I think or
Grimace
have
had it. Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
I thought I had it.
Yeah, I thought you did too. You wore it as
Yeah,
like a
I
pinky
have it.
ring. Then that never mind. In that case, I will nudge Grim and say, "Show him your ring."
Well, it's a token, not a ring, right, Adam?
Right, that's why I was confused. It is described as a token. It's
Oh.
like a cockroach token.
Oh,
I
thought it was-
will
Okay.
take it out of my pocket, take one half step closer, flip it in the air, and catch it between my fingers and hold it.
So the
Facing
moment
it.
you start stepping closer, you notice hand goes to sword, and then as it flips in the air, you notice he looks at it very closely, and then he releases his hand from his sword, and he says, "One moment." And he opens the door, stepping inside as the other armored ghoul just watches you. And it takes about 2 minutes or so before the armored ghoul comes back out, and he says, "You may enter, Fleshling."
Come on, boys.
Well,
Right.
he holds his hand up and he says, "Just you two."
Oh. Okay. You guys wait here then.
All right, I'm gonna lead the way. I'm walking first.
All right, the
Very
door
well.
is shut between the two sides now, so we've got Archgale and Grim entering. The rest of the team kind of hanging down below before the stairs. As you guys are admitted to this residence, you notice it looks very lavish. There's quite a bit of signs of wealth all about, and you notice a very well-dressed Derricule, which looks to be like a soldier. He's bald with ghoulish yet patrician features, which includes an aquiline nose. He's dressed in a shining breastplate decorated with 3 skulls and a crimson cloak. You notice a long sword with a hilt that looks to be made from polished bone hangs at his hip, and several rings with overly large gemstones rest on his bony claw-like fingers. He looks towards you and he says, "I am told that you have the symbol. May I see it?"
I'm gonna take it, still in my hand, flip it with my thumb, however feet it was, like 10 feet away, and I'll flick it towards him.
You
This
see
is
he
it.
catches it with ease and looks down at it and he says, "That's a symbol I haven't seen for many years." And then he steps forward and hands it back to you. "How and where did you come by the token of my erstwhile master?"
I would love to tell you the story, but details are foggy in the head. I'm just here with Archgal.
Dude, tell him.
Thank you for that introduction. Yeah, we met him. We got him back his staff of like power. He sent us here because we are friends and we are looking to do a mission. We're here to free the Archduke.
You notice he nods and says, "I expected as much. Well, let us make this quick then. I don't want you here any longer than you need to be. Otherwise, it might draw attention. I can provide you with some information and then some advice and send you on your way. So first, the ritual that you're referring to, the sacrifice, it's due to take place at tomorrow night's ceremony in the Bone Cathedral, and it's that of the Archduke captured on the surface. That Archduke cheated death during the invasion of his homeland by the vampires and us, and the hunger god insists he must now pay the price, or so they say. As far as what you should do next, I highly recommend you seek out Mother Ludmilla Genova. She is also known to be an enemy of the hunger god's clerics, and would likely aid you if you can convince her as much. I strongly recommend you don't go see the other individual that you're here to see, the Marquess, I presume.
Yeah, why though?
She is a traitor. She no longer looks to follow our master Narosane. Instead, she has become an ex-lover of Duke Moretto Lichmark and no longer holds Narosane in high regard.
What a bitch.
Indeed.
Well, this I know we're trying to, be quick about all of this. Did you have any other information on this topic?
Is there anything specific that you wish to know?
I presume our goal and the easiest way to go about this is to disrupt the ceremony?
If you're trying to rescue the Archduke, then yes, because I don't imagine he will survive that ritual.
Perfect. That is what I presume, and I think we'll get more information and help, physically help from Mother Genova. But in the meantime, we are very fleshy people. People don't want to deal with us and sell us anything. Is there any person you might know who would give us better deals or have equipment that we can use?
You see he frowns at you. Are you asking me to haggle on your behalf?
I'm not asking you to haggle. I'm just merely asking if you have contacts. Say a shopkeep that is friendly to the same cause.
If I did, I could not reveal them to you. I hope that you will be successful, because that would do quite well for the Imperium, but I don't know that you will survive this ordeal. If you should survive, then we can see what I can do to aid you. But for now, I need you to leave as quickly as possible, because I can't allow others. There's spies all over this place watching, and your arrival here at my residence has clearly already been noticed. If I can get you out of here quickly, then I can make it look as though this was just a misunderstanding and I quickly sent you on your way. The longer you are here, the more likely it is that someone will start drawing conclusions.
Great. Have you guys throw us down the stairs. Let's go, boy. Come on. Come on.
All right, let's go. Yep.
Thank you, sir. You're very nice.
Yeah, I'll give a noble bow before him.
He gives you a nod, and as you're making your way out, you notice a ghoul opens his door. He says something in Derricule then, and you hear the ghouls by the door kind of laughing, and as you make your way out, they do indeed give you like a shove. Not a super hard shove, but you do stumble as you're making your way out. And then you hear one of them say, "And like we said, don't come here again. You are not wanted." And then the door gets slammed shut.
See what happens when other people talk loud.
Yeah, I guess it didn't go very well.
Yeah, wrong place. Damn it.
Yeah, right. Oh well. Let's go see the lady. Let's go see Mother Genova.
Yeah, the mistress.
Okay, where she's at?
Those guys will know.
Yeah.
She was at the Temple of Blood, I believe it was called, or Temple of something like that.
Oh, probably if I had to guess,
The
she's
Temple
a
of
follower of
Agon.
Moraine. I'm sorry, go ahead, Lod.
Was it the Temple of Agonizing Bliss? I seem to remember that.
Well, I just know that she's a follower of Morena. Do those two things seem connected?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then yes, let's go there.
All right, you mention this to your gassed escorts, and they kind of chuckle with one another. And in Derricule, they say, "Tourists." But then they say, "Follow," and they take you this way, down this narrow alley, and then around to the front of this building here. And yes, this is the Temple of Agonizing Bliss. So as you make your way to the front of this building, you notice there are steps now leading up to the entrance. And as you guys are at the base, you notice the steps are studded with sharp spikes and protruding blades. They're not massive, but they certainly look like they'd be uncomfortable to move by quickly. You also notice that just past them, you notice a couple of bloody footprints that seem to lead up to the doors.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So these people are masochists.
It's
Well,
not what I need right now.
I could do it. No problem.
Yeah, I could
Can
too.
you carry me?
Like a baby or like over my shoulder? It matters.
He seems like he'd be very good to cradle.
Yes. Like you're carrying me over the threshold.
No, I think I prefer over the shoulder, but yeah, I can carry. But I want over the shoulder kind of thing. Would be better. Less eye contact.
I think we could just take our time getting up these steps, but it's probably, if I had to guess, sacrilegious.
Very well.
Well, let's just walk up, see what happens. We're gonna go slowly at him. I'm gonna go slowly.
Okay, you notice if you walk slowly, it's pretty easy to avoid these various blades and protruding spikes and such. If you try to do this quickly, you don't think it would be so easy. But yeah, if you're moving slowly, you're able to avoid them pretty easily and ascend the stairs. And then you find yourself at the entrance.
Okay, so then the ones that are bloodied were in a hurry.
Or
Or
they
a
just wanna do
sacrifice
it.
must be made.
Yeah, that might
So-
just be a part of their religion.
Or there could be something afoot. What is the doors locked or closed or pushed open?
They're
Is there-
closed, but you test the handle and it looks like, yeah, they open easily. They're not locked.
I'm gonna open it.
All right, you notice a temple inside opens before you. You notice there are only two individuals inside this main area. They're both standing next to one another. The first looks to be sort of in the leader position, as she is at a higher elevation than the other, and she is looking down at the other and seemingly looking at her with a sort of like a look of admiration. The other one's back is to you, but as this one is looking down at her and she hears the doors open, she raises her head and looks towards you all with a slight smile on her face, at which point you notice the other individual turns and looks at you. And you see a familiar
Oh, no.
face.
Oh no.
All right. As this familiar face turns and looks at you, you notice her eyes go wide and she turns to the other one and she says something very quickly. Again, you're probably about 50 feet away from where they are standing. And you notice the other woman looks down and taps the Luna, as you recognize Luna Ferelden. The other woman taps Luna's shoulder just gently, and then she moves quickly towards you. It doesn't look like she's putting much effort to move quickly. It's almost like she's floating across the ground. Her skirts go all the way to the stone. You don't see feet, so it's almost like just this body just kind of yanks towards you at a really high pace. So as you're just kind of standing there, you notice she gets quite close to you, within 5 feet or so, and then you see she smiles a bit. You notice she has this hooded crimson robe, and you see a silver skull pendant hanging around her neck. You see she, with this smile on her face, she says, "Welcome to the Temple of Agonizing Bliss. It seems you are known to us. What do you want?"
A couple
Oh.
things. One, Electra says she's running late. Just gotta get a couple days. She'll be here. A nice lady, by the way. And two, and I flip the coin and catch it between my fingers and show it to her.
This is the token once again.
Yes.
You see she eyes the token and she says, is this supposed to hold some significance to me, Orc?
I just thought it was cool. Do you think it's cool? I mean, look at that.
I'm sorry. Please don't mind him. We have a common goal. If we could speak in private or here is okay.
Well, why don't you all step in? We'll close the doors. And yes, let's have a little chat.
Okay. But I do want to emphasize we do have a common goal. So all right, everyone step in a little bit. Let's close the doors.
As you step in and the doors are closed, scanning around the room, you notice these 4 large iron cauldrons. They seem to be filled to the brim with bubbling blood, each one at the corner of the altar. You notice there are shadowed alcoves inside this building as well, and it seems as though there are more vats of blood. As she is standing here and you guys are entering, you see she holds her hand out, and from the rear, where Luna is still standing looking at you guys with a shocked look on her face, you see this ebony tipped spear just flies right to her hand, and she holds it like in a ready position for a moment, and then she places the butt of the spear on the ground and kind of leans forward a little bit, and she says, "So, tell me about this common goal we have." And she taps the spear on the base, and you see the blood in the cauldron start swirling and starts to rise.
Just out of curiosity, do these bubbling cauldrons of blood, are they reminiscent of the very first temple that we went to, where Grim got a vial of the blood, or somebody did?
I would say in theme, sure, but not what you're thinking of was not a cauldron. It was a very different kind of setup. So it doesn't look like that, but the overall aesthetic certainly looks similar, yes.
Okay, I'm just curious in like a religious perspective. In other words, so I will say that let me find my sheet. We want to disrupt the ceremony that's going to happen tomorrow, and we think that it is in the interest of Morena.
You see she smiles slightly. "Oh, and what ceremony would that be, dear?"
You haven't heard?
"Perhaps I have, and I'm testing your knowledge."
Well, okay, so there's an important figure there, the Archduke who cheated death, and the Hunger God says he must pay the price, and then at the Bone Citadel, it's going to happen at the 5th gong. Radimir Marrow-Blight, he's the one who's going to make the sacrifice.
"I see you're quite well informed for fleshlings here in Vandicule. And you are trying to stop this?"
Yes.
"Interesting. Well, why don't you come back here tomorrow night and I will aid you in your endeavor."
Tomorrow, but isn't the ceremony supposed to happen tomorrow night?
"Indeed, and that is when you're going to interrupt it."
Perfect. Okay, we can do that. In the meantime, uh, are there any other preparations we should make?
"For what? You must know what you need to be prepared better than I."
Well, we have some tools at our disposal, but I didn't know if you had anything in mind.
"Well, perhaps I can be a little bit more clear then. You seem confused, darling. I can get you into the Bone Cathedral where this ritual will be taking place. Instead of having go through the front door and draw all sorts of attention, I'm going to take you through in a secreted way. And I will get you in through, you might think of it as a rear entrance. If we are successful, or you, I should say, because I won't go in the cathedral itself, but I will lead you right to the doors. If you enter there and make your way forth, you should be able to get right to where the ritual is taking place. As far as what preparations you should take, well, know that the ritual certainly will have several individuals involved, like the Duke himself. Perhaps Smiling Margaret will be there. She has often been a follower of his. Of other followers, hard to say. Likely at least another 1 or 2 higher ups. They'll have their guards there. I'm sure it will be quite the affair.
Can I do an insight to see if she's being truthful in her like wanting to help us?
Sure, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
You notice as you're trying to read her intent, your eyes keep going back to her eyes, like trying to read. Is there malice there? Is there lies there? And you realize, she is quite beautiful here, Archgale, and there's just something about her that's very, very appealing. It's hard to say what it is, but this allure of her presence is just overwhelming as she looks at you. You have to shake your head and snap out of it and realize, oh, you're still standing here in this blood temple around with your allies. It's hard to tell. You almost lost yourself in her eyes.
Okay, so not gonna do that.
Adam, with him being in my aura, does that help at all?
He succeeded, so it didn't. It wasn't a failure.
Okay,
and you're
cool.
not in, right? Wait.
I think we all came in.
Okay,
We're all,
we all
well,
came.
Yeah.
We're all there. Okay, sorry.
I'm assuming it's all of us, but the gas stayed outside.
Yes, that is correct.
I guess just for fun little context, I'm going to ask about the blood wedding and ask pretty much why would you want to disrupt this ceremony if the blood wedding was supposed to unite all three of the gods, and now this I'm just trying to ask more information on the religious background of all of this.
You want to get into the politics between the Blood Kingdom and the Ghoul Imperium? Well, that is quite a long series of events and endeavors indeed. If you had hours to listen to it, you still would only ravel small pieces of it. Needless to say, the summarized version here is that the followers of Vardasing here in the Ghoul Imperium are getting quite powerful thanks to their high priest, and that is troubling. Generally, the Emperor tries to make sure that all of the religions of the ghouls are kept in check, balanced one against the other. But lately, Vardasing's followers have become more powerful, more influential, and that does not serve my interest at all, nor my king and master's interest. So we would like to see that squashed, brought down a peg, you might say.
Okay, fair enough. Does anyone else have any questions? I think I'm all good.
I'm good.
My only question is, why does your companion look so shocked to see us?
Oh, I can answer that question.
You notice
we don't need
Ludmilla
she-
smiles as you guys are having this conversation. You can clearly tell she knows what's going on here.
We don't need to go into that. Just let her be. She found a nice place to live.
Who is this lady?
It's a long story. We'll talk about it later.
It's not funny, but it's yeah, okay.
Okay.
Tomorrow night, then, it is. Perhaps say that between the 4th and 5th gongs. Arrive at that time, and I will make sure you are led underground to the appropriate location.
Okay, sounds wonderful.
Well, be careful on your way out, then, dears.
Okay.
Thank you. You've been so gracious as a hostess.
She smiles towards you momentarily, Barnaby. Says, well, that is what we live to do. All right.
We never got. I presume this is Mother Genova.
It is, yes. Mother Ludmilla
Okay.
Genova.
Okay, I don't know if we ever asked her name, but
You did not. Did not.
Are we down the stairs now, carefully and all that?
If you wish to be, yep, we will assume you guys have made your way out of the doors and find yourself back in front of the temple with your gassed escorts.
Did we want
Can
to
I,
finish
like-
shopping?
No. Can I huddle around these guys and talk to them quietly in common without the escorts hearing me? You
The
think?
escorts stay close to you, so if you try to move huddled off, they follow. They're always within like 10 feet of you, so it's certainly not super private.
I think we should go back to the room and just talk.
I have questions.
Yeah, let's go back to the room.
All right, sounds like back to the fleshling quarter. So you ask the escorts, they take you back in that direction. Once you get to the fleshling quarter gates and make your way on inside, you notice the gas stay outside of the fleshling quarter. Once you're inside the fleshling quarter, you guys quickly make your way back to the inn and find yourself inside.
Hey, Barnaby, where's that room at?
Oh, it's up here, down here, and down here.
Alright,
Sounds like you
can
guys
indulge
make your
me
way
in
to the
that
room.
so- Yeah. Okay, guys.
Yep.
We're close the door, all of that. Okay. Is she talking shit? Are we being duped? Blaming the Marquess for being a cheater? Because at first I thought,
Oh,
maybe we're being lied to twice. But then I saw Luna in there, and I was suspicious of her spying on us for so long. But maybe she was sent to be a good spy for us.
let's start with the beginning. We did get to talk to the Marquise, uh, and he said that the other one, the Marquess, is a traitor. He wanted us shuffled out really quickly. We didn't want to make a scene, so that's why we made it seem like we failed. But no, he said all these things.
I don't know. We got two people kind of vouching for this last one, so I think we should believe them.
I agree.
I have no reason not to, but maybe maybe we're right. How did she just pop up in front of us while we're adventuring, and then she ends up here?
I don't know. It's been a while. I don't even know who that is. I've been traveling with you guys for weeks.
How did we end up here? Think about it. And then she's here? It's crazy.
I think. Well, I don't think it's crazy. Where do you think that portal went?
The what?
Remember, in the very first temple, she escapes, and then she's probably trying to make her way underground to get back to the temple, and then she finally makes it back here. That's just bizarre coincidence, is all.
Didn't we see her at that inn too? That might have kind of caught fire.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's just coincidence. I assume that she was probably trying to make her way back here, and we just happened to run into her.
You know me, man. I don't. In my world, there's no coincidences.
Yeah, I'm concerned if the mother there is aligned with her, that might not be so good for us.
Well, but in their defense, they could have just outright killed us.
Yes, the fact that we are not apprehended or killed already sort of proves
It
that
probably
they're
bodes
not
well.
against us.
I mean, if we make it through the night here, then we're probably fine, because otherwise they would just send people in to kill us while we sleep.
Or they'd rather us be part of the sacrifice as well.
Oh,
Sure.
we'll go down in glory then.
Those are comforting thoughts. Jeez.
I just think of it this way. Look at where we are right now and everything we've accomplished and everything we've had to face. Is anything really surprising anymore? The answer to that, by the way, is no.
Luna surprises me.
That was quite a surprise. I did not expect that. I think we should conclude our shopping. However, we should probably use the book to appear as undead and then get fairer prices.
I don't care about prices. We can't just turn into a ghoul in the middle of the fleshling quarters here in our room.
Yeah, that'll cause a lot of questions.
And we can't ditch the escorts unless we aren't planning to come back.
Okay, maybe. Now here's an idea. Maybe not all of us change. Maybe only one of us does and acts as our escort.
But will that do anything? Because we're trying to trade.
I suppose that's true. Maybe we could send well, I don't know if we want to split up.
And I will also say, if that is your plan, keep in mind the Derricule down here, along with the gas, they're wearing like regalia. So you guys would certainly stick out, even if you looked like Derricule without that regalia. So you'd have to try to pull the old seize some attire and equip it as well to pull that off successfully.
I think if we're gonna go out, we should go out with an escort and just pay the prices. But
just bite the bullet, unfortunately.
If we're successful, just think we'll probably get a parade and money thrown at us from the people and everything when we get back.
Yeah. Well, what do we need to buy still?
I need my armor fixed. You want armor. What else was there? Diamond dust.
How much gold do you guys have? I don't know if we have enough gold for all that.
I have like, I don't even think I have 100. I think I have 90.
I have 50 upon me.
I have 1,330.
I have 108.
We spend it all.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
well, we can't get all of it.
Since we're right at break time, let's do this. Let's assume you guys are going to stay the night here at the Blind Traveler. You can then apply your long rests and get your level up if you haven't done so already. And then the next day you can do any shopping that you potentially want to do. And then we'll go from there. Does that work for everybody?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break. If anybody gets back early and they want to post in chat what they're looking to buy just so you guys can organize, feel free to do that. But other than that, yeah, we'll see you guys in 15 minutes. All right, we're back on the other side from our break here. A little bit of technical issues during downtime. Hopefully we'll be able to make it through. So team, yes, we've got you guys here resting in the Fleshling Quarter in Vandicule. We are assuming it is the next morning. So this is now the day of the event, of the ritual that's going to take place. What is it that you guys would like to do?
Just a quick kind of housekeeping note first. After the long rest, I'll use the Inspiring Leader and the Musician feats to give 1/7 temporary hit points to everybody but Caliban. And then Heroic Inspiration to Artem, Glory, Barnaby, and who's the last one? I wrote it down.
I don't need one because I get every turn.
Yeah, and Caliban. Because me and Archgale get it, and then you get it, so yeah. So basically everybody. Everybody should have Heroic Inspiration right now.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. We're gonna save the day today.
Or not. But either way.
Well, we'll try. We at least made some friends along the way.
These ghouls will pay.
And let's just try to kill one baddie at a time if we have the chance to do so.
Okay.
So what time is it roughly? It's morning, you said?
Yep. Again, it's hard to tell time down here, but yeah, especially you can guess it's morning-ish.
So we think we have like several hours to kind of do some stuff.
Potentially, yep.
So what's the plan, guys?
Potentially, says the DM.
Well, we get our shopping done.
Yeah, and maybe we just make our way over to a temple. Show up early. I don't know if we have anything else we want to try to do.
I mean, there's a lot of maybe potential preparations we can do.
I would just say we spend all the money. So if
For
we could buy
sure, yeah.
So if we could buy healing potions, we buy them. If we could buy other things, we buy them.
Yeah, well, how much monies do we have? I've got 1,330 myself. Well, between me and the bag of holding.
Here, can I give you 108?
Okay.
I have 50.
Two.
I have 47.
Okay.
I have 18.
So we've got close to 1,500.
Yeah, might as well pull it all up together now.
Yeah, that way if we die, we don't have to go try to search the bodies. I mean, you know.
We only have to search one.
So, what do we want to try to buy? Fix the armor first, and then maybe a diamond, and then whatever else we can buy after that?
I wouldn't say let's buy a diamond. I'd say let's buy the diamond dust because I think if somebody dies, we're not. That's kind of gonna be it. But also, I can divine intervention, bring them back, and gentle repose them.
Okay, well, let's go do some shopping. Maybe we can sell some of these things too and buy a bunch of potions and stuff.
All right, so it sounds like you guys want to make your way out to the Artisans District once again. As a reminder, that's going to be another 5 gold as you hire the gassed escorts for a second day. And then you make your way outside the gates and find yourself over in the Artisan District.
Who knows how to talk to these guys?
You just have to know if there's a way to get his armor fixed. And how much, right?
Okay, let's see about that.
All right, yeah, so you guys talk around at some of the different ghoul craftsmen here and ask or inquire about how much it would be to get Archgale's armor repaired here. Who wants to take the lead on these negotiations?
Does anybody speak Dercule in the party? If not, I can do it.
I could use the spell slot to make it to be able to speak it, but
I don't know if that's worth it.
probably not.
I could do it too, and I could.
Well, no, they sell the fleshlings. It should not be a problem.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe Barnaby can do it. We didn't get very good prices when I tried before, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm somewhat persuasive at times. It depends on the day.
Give it a shot.
Okay. Adam, I guess I'm the victim because they so much have faith in my high rolls.
All right, fair
Bunch
enough.
of dumbasses. Yeah, they don't realize what they haven't seen over the year, right?
So essentially what you're doing here is you're finding an armor smith, you're asking Archgale to step forward, having the armor smith examine it, and then say like, hey, how much would this cost? Those kind of things. Go ahead and throw me a persuasion check here, Barnaby.
All right, let's see if this is the winner decision that you all made. Whoa, winner!
So the Dercule armor smith will kind of look up and down the armor, and he will say, oh, this will take some time to repair. Could be expensive. Say 400 gold pieces and give me a week.
I actually thought it may take some time.
I did too. I was worried about that. Ask him if there's the magical way to do this.
My friend, what happens if maybe we give you this armor and buy some new armor and we kind of do a trade?
And remind me what type of armor you're wearing right now, Archgale?
Half plate.
He will look towards you, Barnaby, and say, maybe, if you have enough coin.
Well, I mean, this is quality. Like you said, it is repairable. So we do have some coin on us. It's an expensive place, but what could you do for us? What do you think?
Well, yes. Well, that is going to take time to repair. Not really worth anything if you're selling it to me. For, how about this? You give me that armor, and then I will give you a new suit of armor that will fit the fleshling for 1,000 gold pieces.
And I'll look at Archgale. It's your armor. He said it would fit.
I think we budgeted that at least 1,000 for a suit of armor. Lod, does that sound good to you?
Yeah, we can do that.
We're trading the mithril for it.
We could just sell that to him too, or maybe just trade it. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see if that brings the price down on it.
Mithril is far superior.
Well, we might as well sell that anyway.
So how about we do this? What about this? We have some nice mithril armor for you, and maybe we just call it straight up.
Remind me what kind of mithril armor this is?
It's mithril chainmail, so heavy armor.
You see he will look at it and kind of looks at the mithril chainmail here, and he says, not really worth much, to be honest, but if you throw this in, I'll knock the price down to 900 gold.
I don't know. It's probably worth it, I guess.
Guys, I really don't care. I mean, what does half plate normally cost? I haven't looked it up.
Actually, don't know what it going to
It's
cost.
$750 normally. So,
Yeah.
we're getting it for 1,000, I guess, and then
Yeah, let's just. Well, I tell you what, my friend, we hear you do some good craftsmanship, so let's take the first deal where we give you 1,000 gold and this wonderful piece of armor that you're going to be able to repair in like a few days.
Okay. And so he waits while Archgale takes the half plate armor off, which takes some time. He then takes that from you. Notice he kind of like eyes your flesh underneath the armor closely and licks his lips a little bit, but takes that away and puts it like on a back workshop area. And then he takes a few minutes, comes out with a different set of half plate armor, looks you up and down, like traces for measurements, and then says, yes, this will fit.
Wonderful. I will begin to equip that one then.
All right, you spend another 5 minutes or so putting that back on. It fits more comfortably, and yeah, you can see the parts that were damaged on your old armor. This is clearly better repaired, no issues.
Nice.
There you go. Looking good.
You do great work, my friend.
You see he kind of just eyes you a bit and doesn't give a nod or whatnot, and he says, is that it? Do you need anything else?
Will you just buy this, Mithril? Are you willing to buy that?
100 gold.
Done.
All right, he takes that from you and puts it in the back and hands you 100 gold coins.
Okay. Where next? To the gyms?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
All right, so in
Oh
the
wait.
same
Yeah,
go ahead, Log.
I have this greatsword. You want to buy that? This moon touched greatsword.
I don't buy swords. Go check the weaponsmith.
Okay.
All right, if you circle around to a weaponsmith real quick, Moon Touch Greatsword, he doesn't seem particularly interested in it. He says he'll give you 20 gold for it.
Done. It's 20 gold. We're not using it.
Okay, he hands that over and takes the Moon Touch Greatsword.
all right. So I have 855 gold, not accounting for anybody that still has gold on their sheet. So with that, I think we were gonna buy diamond dust or something, and then maybe like potions. Does that sound right?
Did you want to go sell
Yeah.
gems? I think you said.
We already sold the gems yesterday.
Okay, all right. And did you take my 47 gold just so I can clear out my sheet?
I did not, but here, let me do it now.
Okay, 47.
All right, got it.
Yep. I don't really need anything else.
Yeah, I think we would just go to the gem seller again and try to buy some diamond dust.
Yep, so however much diamond dust you're looking for, 50% higher, but yep, you can find it.
Okay, so I don't know, what, 2 of them? It's 300. Just easy math. Sound good?
I had some super basic spell components there. Just what I guess matter is, could we find them anywhere?
I mean, what are they? Most likely, yes, here in the Artisans District, unless it's something really exotic.
Chip and mica and some talc.
Yeah, no problem. I'm assuming that second was Talc, right? Talc?
Talc. Yes,
Talc,
that's right.
Yeah. No problem at all finding that here, yeah.
Okay, and then I guess unless we want anything else, we could just get potions of healing or something. I have 600 gold written down is what we have left.
Can we? I know it'll be. Can we at least get like 2 diamond dusts?
Yeah, I already said that. So
Oh.
I was accounting. The 600 is after 2 diamond dusts.
Oh, okay, perfect.
All right, you can find a maximum of 6 potions of healing per purchase. Again, they'll be 75 gold pieces each.
So 300 for all of them.
No. 75 gold each. So that would be 2 is 150, 4 is 300, 450.
Oh yeah,
for
450. Oops, did my math wrong. We can do that. That would leave us with 153 gold. I don't know of anything else we want to buy, so I'm fine with doing that if you guys are.
Yep.
Spend it when we're dead.
Yeah, we'll buy them all.
All right, you got them.
All right, those are all in the bag of holding. Well, hold up. Yeah.
I would hand them out though.
Yeah. So just, who wants one on their person?
I would like one.
Okay.
I've got my bonus action healing, so I usually don't take the healing potions unless there's just no reason not to, kind of thing.
I already have one on my person, so there's 5 that are not accounted for if anybody needs one.
I'll take one.
All right, you got one.
I'll take one as well, if possible.
Okay, so there's 3 in the bag of holding, and
Grim will take 3, or at least 2.
I already have 2. I'm good.
Vlad, do you have any on your persons?
yeah, 1.
Okay, maybe take 2.
Sure. All right, so there's still 2 in the bag of holding. I got 2 like on my belt, basically.
I'll take another one, I guess.
Sure. So there's 1 left in the bag of holding.
Oh, I'll take that second. Last one.
All right.
Smart. Have all the frontliners with at least 2.
Yeah, they're all distributed. I think that's basically all the shopping we're going to probably be able to do. I don't know. Rations for the road home. Is that something we could find?
Well, we don't know how much rations we need. It all depends on how many of us are coming back home, so we can do that later.
True. All right.
We may only need food for 2. Who knows?
You're a very optimistic little fat man.
I just like eating.
None of us are going home.
I'm going home.
This is the end game, brother. It's a pleasure to work with you, boys.
Where are we going now?
Grim, you've been trying to die since I met you.
Yeah, yes.
We could go see if they have a theater here and see if maybe your show has come to town here.
Okay, there's going to be 1 less of us going home.
Quick side note, there
There's
actually
the mark.
is a theater here, but the type of art they're involved in, I don't think you guys would like. It's ritualistic eating of humanoids in an artistic fashion.
Yep.
I don't want to go. They might try to make us part of the show.
You know, I'm trying to get relaxed before the end game. You know, before we save the Archduke. I don't want to be amped up too much.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Whole new meaning to audience participation.
I'm sure there's bathhouses, but they're probably full of blood.
There is a bathhouse. It's actually full of boiling water from the sulfur sea, and it's supposed to be good for undead joints and necrotic rejuvenation.
Oh? Sounds...
I don't think we need
Pass.
any of that.
All right, so essentially you guys know what your plan is, I believe. You're going to spend some time here, which we can fast forward if you guys wish, and then you're going to head to the temple once you're ready, and then the Mother Ludmilla essentially said she's going to get you into this quick way into the temple. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before we fast forward to that point?
Mage armor at some point when I'm in a safe spot.
I was gonna do that stuff there at the temple, assuming we have a couple minutes, because like mage armor is 6 seconds,
Yeah.
right? And then
okay.
the Ghoulbane oil, pass it out there and have everybody.
Yeah, we could ask for like
Set
before we go in there, we could ask for a moment so we can all kind of just wish ourselves luck for a minute in a private room there or whatever.
Unless the shit hits the fan and there's no contingencies because if the ritual's now somewhere else and blah blah blah.
Yep.
All right. But yeah.
But I'll take my oil now, please. Oh, never mind. It's right here.
The keister.
Yeah, that one's yours forever.
All right, I got my own. It's right here, guys. See?
All right. Well, you should not be
That's
flaunting that.
nice.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Plus, it smells bad.
I'd like to see you dip your weapon in that.
All
a
right.
tip.
All right. So are we good, assuming you guys spend the rest of this time probably in the Fleshling Quarter, just discussing, planning, that sort of thing, until the fourth gong rings out, which you have now determined that every 3 hours they do a single gong, and then at a 24-hour mark they do a triple gong to recognize that it's essentially a new day. But you time it out, go between the fourth and fifth gong as Mother Ludmilla asked.
Yeah, and then right before we leave here is when I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
While you're still in the Fleshling Quarter, like in the tavern, you mean?
Yeah, like in our room.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll do it in the room as well.
All right, and so once those things are done, you then head back out with your gassed escorts and make your way back to the Temple of Agonizing Bliss. Okay, and much like before, you notice the spikes and protruding blades on the ground leading up. You carefully walk past them, finding yourself back in the temple. You no longer see Luna inside, but Ludmilla is indeed here, and she tells you that you've come in time and asks if you're ready to depart.
We got about a minute worth of preparations we need to make. Is there somewhere we can do that?
Well, and also once we depart, how long is it going to take us before we're actually seeing action?
The path between my temple and this entrance to the Bone Cathedral is about a 10-minute path.
I think we're good to do some preparation then.
So we've got 9 more of those vials. I think we hand them out now. And for Laud, I'm going to apply them. It says it's 5 pieces of ammo. So I will apply that to 5 crossbow bolts.
How many of those potions do we have?
So there's 10 total. Grim had his own, and then I just used one, so there should be 8 more.
Well, I was going to say you may as well just put it on 10 bolts.
Yeah, I would if I don't know how many people want more of them, but I'll probably do that. Yeah, but it takes an extra minute, so.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because I'll only be adding it to my rapier. So.
Yes, I'm gonna put one on the staff of striking.
Yeah, I'll use some oil on my silver sword.
All right.
Okay, so that if everybody's using it, then, and if Laud uses 2, that would mean we would have 2 left.
I'll take one.
Okay. Well, I mean, if like as a backup. Okay, sure.
Yeah, in case.
Okay, so there's one more in the bag of holding right now. I don't know if somebody just wants it on their person, but otherwise it can just stay in the bag.
Keep it in there for now. That way we know where it's at if someone needs it.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, with preparations complete, Mother Ludmilla makes her way over to one of those blood vats, and with very little effort, you see with one hand she just moves it across. Clearly it looks like it weighs hundreds of pounds, but it seems to be no issue for her as she just slides it away. And you notice there's this small gap on the wall now where this vat was covering, and she kneels down a little bit and walks inside, vanishing inside darkness.
I'll go first. Let's
All
go,
right.
boys.
All right.
I'll go third.
Great moments are born from great opportunity, and that's what we have here tonight.
Let's do it.
So we look like ghouls?
No.
You use the book, gives people dark vision.
Oh.
It's gonna take 15 minutes though.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if we need to do it, we need to do it.
I don't think it's really gonna matter.
We'll be casting light when they're anyway. I don't think we're sneaking up on anybody.
Yeah, if it's dark down there, I'll cast light.
It is indeed dark, yep.
Same.
I'll do that.
All right, you find yourself going through these various tunnels. Some areas are quite tight, others are a bit more spread out, but you notice Mother Ludmilla traversing them very easily, as though she's done this many times before. Every now and again, she will glance back to make sure that you are still following. After traveling for about 5-10 minutes, something along those lines, she turns a corner, and then she looks and she says, "There are the stairs. That will take you up to the Bone Cathedral. Good luck."
Thanks.
And she stands back and waits for you guys to ascend. And then once you guys begin ascending and the last of you essentially make your way up the stairs, you will hear the sound of her very gracefully making her way away.
Can we see if there's any light sources in the cathedral from down below?
As you look up, you notice there's a door at the top of these stairs, so you can't tell if there's going to be light inside.
Okay. Whenever we get to the top, I'd like to ask somebody to look and see through if they can, and if there does seem to be light, I would turn mine off.
All right,
before
so
we ascend,
who's
before we-
in the leader position?
Yeah. I can't do it because I'm loud. Glory's be our tanky, sneaky guy with no armor.
I mean,
Unless
I
there's
guess
other
I'd-
takers.
Artem is gonna go down to the bottom of the stairs, like away from the door, and try to. Does he think he's far enough away to cast a spell? Might not be heard.
You're not even sure what's past the door, like if it's something right away or it's a passageway, so it's hard to say. I mean, from you to the door, you can certainly put some distance there, but yeah, I would say overall, as best you can tell, it's good.
I want to listen through the door, Adam.
Okay, so you get up close to the door. Throw me a stealth check first as you try to make your way quietly to the door. All right, and then you get to the door and you put your ear to the door and see if you can hear anything. Go ahead and throw me a perception check.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know I'm saving them for battle.
All seems quiet.
I don't know what I just stepped on a few moments ago, but I don't hear anything on the other end.
Okay, never mind. If people were nervous about it, I'm just gonna. I'll go back up.
All right, so Glory, they've essentially voluntold you to be in the front. Are you opening the door?
When everybody's ready, then yeah.
Ready.
So we're not surprising anybody here.
All right, so you open the door. This is like halfway up the steps. As you open the door, you notice the steps continue for like another 15 feet or so. Throw me a quick perception check here, Glory. You notice a quick bit of movement. It's very brief, but it's on the ceiling, and your eyes are drawn to it, and you notice there is a bat hanging upside down, and it seems to be looking in your direction. You notice this bat has a strange appearance. It's like skeletal and flesh, but it clearly looks to be like an undead bat of sorts.
I'll motion to the bat so that everybody knows that there's something there.
Barnaby, can you talk to it?
I don't know. That doesn't look like a normal bat, though. I can try. All right, I can use one of my... Adam, I'm just going to use one of my speak to animal gnomish things. And I'm going to say, "Hello, bat. Is it safe for us to continue? Is there anything we should know up ahead?"
The bat does not respond. You're not sure if it understood you or not.
I think it's deaf.
Oh. Well, that doesn't make sense. They're blind.
Yeah, blind and deaf. It's horrible. It's a horrible combination.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
We should
It
kill
might
it.
be a lookout.
Hold on, I just took off one of my forest gnome speak with animals in case I run out of those this campaign.
We should kill it.
I think so too.
Shoot it.
You want me to shoot it, or should Barnaby shoot it? He's a
Alright.
pretty good shot.
EB.
All right, Adam, I'm going to go ahead and aim for that there, and I'm going to try to shoot the bat.
All right, your Eldritch Blast flashes out, and as it gets really close to it, you see it poofs away as it gets struck.
Ah, there we go.
That means somebody knows we're here. It's a
Let's keep moving.
I think I got it.
I think it was a familiar.
Exactly. Let's keep moving.
File in.
Oh, Adam, needless to say, I've got my shield on, and I've called back my rapier.
All right. Okay, this is where you find yourself with Glory in the lead and the rest of the team close behind.
We should maybe listen. See which door to go through.
I'm not good at hearing.
I'll listen to this door that I'm nearby.
All right, perception check. You listen carefully by that door, and yeah, you can hear the sound of steps echoing from past that doorway.
And I will try the same on this door.
Okay. It sounds very quiet.
It's quiet on this side. Should we go?
Side first.
Okay.
Let's go to the quiet side.
Try to open the door slowly.
All right, go ahead and give it a click. Let's see if it opens.
You see anything?
Yes.
All right. The moment the door opens, you hear the last part of a spell being cast, as though this person knew exactly where you were and what you were doing. So we're going to go into initiative order, but because of this extra surveillance essentially out of turn, this one character is going to automatically win initiative and get this spell off readied.
Oof.
All right, apologies. Again, due to the technical issues, I'm moving a little bit slow here. Bear with me. But I do think I've got our end turn button working once again, so that should be one bonus. And then very lastly, I think Roll20 put out a new update just between last time we played and this time. The turn order gets like kind of cut off at the very right edge. So anybody that's kind of noticing that, that's not me, that's Roll20 Steel.
I have alert now, so I rolled a second time. Not sure if that's how that works, but it's definitely not 13. It should be 9.
Did it not put me in the... I'm like a round after everybody or something.
It's not sorted yet, so feel free to...
okay.
So sounds like our alert folks have already done their thing. Everybody else, if you've got some way of offering initiative change or anything like that, an advantage, please take care of that.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think it's fine where I'm at.
All right, then. So essentially, as the door opens, as a readied action, this area that you guys are standing in suddenly fills with heavy vapors, blocking your vision. So think of this as suddenly you're in a thick cloud. As those vapors are all around you and you guys are getting like essentially just shocked that this happened so quickly, you're starting to inhale those vapors and feeling the toxic fumes getting into your lungs. Glory, you're the first to react. What would you like to do?
Move here. You might not able to move.
Oh, actually, I believe I token locked. Hang on one sec. Should be able to
And I'm
move
gonna
now.
open the door. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm going to bonus action rage and attack this guy.
Okay. All right, as you make your way out into the chamber, you're certainly able to do that. I'm going to go ahead and add some additional opponents into initiative as they have been activated. Yes, 23 will certainly hit.
Is that thing a ghoul? Because if it is, you've got the ghoulbane oil too.
Oh, yeah.
Double checking to see if they're specifically classified as that or not. Yes, these guys are considered ghouls.
I think it said it was a 2d6 damage additional.
Yes, yep. Unless it's just super slow to load on my side, I actually don't see the original damage yet.
Oh, okay. So it was 16 slashing, 8 radiant, and 7 ghoulbane.
Oh, okay. I see. It's above where I was looking. Okay, so 24, so 31 total.
And then second attack is a 23 roll.
Yes, that will hit as well.
And is the ghoulbane each attack or just the first attack?
Each.
First hit.
All right, your halberd slashes down into this creature and wounds it. Okay, next up is this guy's turn. He's going to go ahead and move. As he gets up to this position, we've got Laud standing through the doorway. He is going to go ahead and attack Laud. So Laud, as you're standing there, you're going to notice he comes forth with first trying to bite you, and then he's going to try to claw you.
Okay.
So that bite is going to miss, and actually I believe that is a fumble. Yes, first roll is a fumble. Let's see what that does. Okay, you get tangled with your enemy and fall over. You are knocked prone. Your movement reduced to 0. Target must make a DC 10 Dex check, so not a save. Dex check and also be knocked prone.
Or also, okay. I will use Lucky to roll at advantage here.
Okay. All right, you manage to stay on your feet as the ghoul gets tangled up in your feet. He falls to the ground, and then he's going to go ahead and continue with his second attack. This is at disadvantage now since he is prone.
Okay.
13, I believe, is going to miss as he swipes out at you.
Yep.
Okay, next up is going to be Caliban.
Since this guy is basically laying at my feet, I'm going to try to hit him at advantage, I think.
You certainly can do so.
I'll true strike the first one.
So that's a 20. A 20 will connect.
Are these guys considered a ghoul?
They are ghouls, yes.
So I put it in as a macro. So, yeah.
All right, you slash down, wounding the ghoul.
Do that again. Ooh, that's a long wait.
19 will hit as well.
I'll damage him and I'll sap him with that one.
All right, you apply the sap.
Do the third. It's working. It's just a real long wait between click and appearing. There it is.
That will hit as well.
Oh,
Game to both.
yeah, that's weird. It added the ghoul bane on the first one, but it didn't add it for those next two. Oh, I didn't add it to that particular. I added it to the. No, I should have added it to them all. It was a general macro. That's weird.
I'm
Sorry.
seeing Globane oil on all three of them.
It is. Oh, okay. It is being added. Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's just the same damage type. If you expend it, it says Globane oil 2d6 on all three of them.
Perfect. Good. And then Adam, I'm gonna try to move around to here. Am I sort of half in the cloud, or more out of the cloud than in the cloud?
Right at the moment where you're currently standing, you're fully in the cloud. If you step to there, you're partially in the cloud.
Partially. I don't like this guy's chances of actually hitting me, so I'm going. What was that? That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm not sure if he's going to try to opportunity attack me, and I'm kind of weirdly between squares. It's not quite lined up, but that's okay. I will end my turn there.
He is indeed going to try to swipe out at you as you step away at disadvantage. And that is going to miss. All right, next up we've got Grim.
5, 10, 15 to there. And I will attack the prone person down there.
Okay. Yeah, that'll certainly hit. All right, your fiery shamshir slashes down, cutting into him.
And that's the Ghoulbane, and I will strike out again.
Yes, that certainly will hit.
Oh, let me roll my crit first, sorry. And then I get 46 on a crit with the Ghoul's Bane, right?
Yep. All right, you slash into him, connecting once again. A mighty blow, more towards the midsection.
All right, third attack here.
27, yeah, that'll hit. Striking into him once again.
Okay. And then
Grim, there's a cat caster to the south.
yeah, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Right in the fatal funnel. Aren't we lucky, boys? Can I get there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can. Bonus action, dash. So I'm going to use Adrenaline Rush. I'm going to dash 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she is now in melee with me.
All right, as you step past that second ghoul there, I'm going to need your choice of athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics.
All right, he reaches out trying to grab you to stop you, but you manage to bash through that grab and get to where you're at.
Okay. Hello, sweetie.
As you get next to her, you realize she's not that sweet. She, in fact, has fangs. Her teeth, I should say, are like her skin is so pulled back from the pallor that her teeth are just kind of hanging out of her mouth permanently.
Ugh.
She will snap her fingers now. Everybody that is still in the cloud. This is going to be Archgale, Laud, Barnaby, Artem. I'm going to need all of you guys to give me Constitution saving throws.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration. Oh my freaking gosh.
You know what? I'll use my inspiration as well.
All right.
Guys, I tell you what, man, I can't wait. Next campaign, I'm going to play somebody like his goddess is Tamara or something like that.
All right. So it looks to me like everybody succeeded except for Barnaby. So if you succeeded, you're going to take half this damage. If not, if you failed, you're going to take full. Okay, so that's 55 points of poison damage if you failed and you are nauseated. If you succeeded, it is 27 points of damage and you're not nauseated. All right, next up, that was her bonus action to complete that spell effect. So now as her action, she is going to do a spell. So she casts a spell at you, Grim, and as she motions with her hand, you see this massive hand comes out of her hand and like slams really hard into you. Please give me a strength saving throw. Oh, actually, before you roll, she automatically makes you fail using one of her prestidigitation dice. So when she does this, she throws you backward. You are going to take... Oh, actually, this version doesn't deal damage, but she is going to push you back 45 feet. All right, so what happens
sliding
here?
on the floor?
She basically throws her hand out, and her hand grows and comes off, and you see her hand is still there, but this blue spectral hand basically slams into you, grabs you, and pushes you all the way back to that point, and you're still being grabbed and held on to by her.
She's not so sweet.
All right, she's going to do a little bit of movement then. All right, next up we have Barnaby, who is nauseated.
And Adam, what does nauseated mean?
Essentially means you can move, but you can't take any actions, bonus actions, or reactions. I'm looking up the exact, but that's my recollection of it.
All right, I'm just kind of wondering if it's a poison effect that I can use my lay on hands to get rid of that. So
you could certainly try. We'll see if it works.
All right, Adam. So this guy's prone next to me, but you're saying I can't take any actions or bonus actions?
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try to. I'll let him take that. So that's 3, 4, 5. So he can have that opportunity to attack on me.
He chooses not to.
Oh, he may not have already. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, he already had one. All right, since I can't do an action or bonus action or anything like that, I am just going to go ahead and end my turn right there.
Okay. All right, next up is Artem.
Okay. Artem is going to Blade Song as a bonus action. When he gets that humming, he is going to rush next to Glory. The one right here. He's going to attack this guy. True Strike is the first one.
Okay. Okay, 19. Yes, that will hit. All right, you swing out, smashing into him and wounding him badly.
Okay. Second attack.
That will miss.
Okay. That is the end of my turn.
Alrighty, it's this guy's turn. Hearing the commotion, he's going to make his way over. He's going to use his bonus action to activate his inescapable hunger, making it where necrotic damage that he deals ignores resistance. And then he is going to conjure forth this spectral mouth that tries to chomp down on you there, Artem. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw. Okay, failing that save, the spectral mouth chomps down on you, dealing 23 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. I'm going to spend my reaction to expend the spell slot and reduce that by 20.
Okay. All right, now it's the one that's right next to you. He is going to go ahead and attack. And remind me, what is your adjusted AC now with Blade Song?
Hold on one second. I think it is 18, but it might be 19.
All right, he tries to bite you, misses, and then he swings out with his mace. And if it's 18, that's going to hit you.
No, it's 19.
Okay, swings and just misses, and then he's going to go ahead and move. All right, and then after him, it is Laud's turn.
All right, start by moving here. Okay. Let's see. Is this thing here, this aura? That's Barnaby's aura, right? Where's the cloud?
There's only
Aura.
traces of the cloud still in the area. Whatever she seemed to do had this sort of like massive impact, and then the cloud kind of dissipated for the most part. There's like tendrils around, but it's not as active as it was before.
Okay. Then what I will do is I'm gonna point at this guy, and I am going to, at the second level, cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
Which is a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay, he will fail that save.
Okay. Which, let's see, does he? Yeah, he doesn't take damage, but he has to just. Oh yeah, sorry, it is damage. 3d6 psychic. One sec. It's just been such a long time since I've cast this. I forgot how it worked. I don't know why. I'm not seeing damage for it. Anyway,
Yeah, you can just manually roll it if you're not seeing the little button.
yeah, there just isn't a button for some reason.
All right, he
So,
will
10?
take that damage, but he does not move.
Okay. Well then, I will, I guess, take a step back then, and I think he maybe already reacted. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And then I will bardically inspire Barnaby with my bonus action,
Okay.
and that will end my turn.
I feel gooder.
All right, next up is Archgale.
All right, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians, but I'm gonna upcast it to the 4th level. And then I'm going to move here. Which, does that affect the... I actually don't see anything on the other side.
He's right through the door.
Bear with me. Everything's delayed on my side. So from right there, I would say yes, he's affected. So you guys could attack from there and be attacked from there. So sure, you put him in your aura. So here comes a Wisdom save. Yeah, that'll be a failure. All right, you notice he's hurt, but not as much as you'd think.
Wow, that sucks. I'm gonna move... Can I move diagonally through this doorway? Like...
Yeah.
Okay, like this is good. Alright, so that is gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20. Things are... I should have the lights. I had that activated before. Probably explains why I wasn't seeing anything. So, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, yep, that'll put him in the range. And looks like he fails. All right, same as before. Wounds him, but not as much as you'd think.
Now, I took the speedy feat, so I actually get a little bit extra movement. Hold on. So 5, 10, and I don't see anything. So I am going to bonus action durable and end my turn.
All right, next turn is this guy here. He's going to go ahead and move down. To here. And he's going to conjure those jaws over you, Artem. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw. Okay, that is going to be a failure, and you're going to take 24 points of necrotic damage. All right, last up in the round is the one right next to Archgale at the moment, and that's exactly who he's going to attack. He bites out and fumbles. right, here comes that fumble. Okay, he has disadvantage on the next attack roll as perhaps a bit of fear comes into him as he sees these heroes charging down the hallway after him. Here comes the second attack. 12. Yes, that is going to miss as well. All right, as we move to the top of the next round, we are at the end of our session here, so we're going to go ahead and hang it up here and pick it up next week, which will likely be the conclusion of our campaign. However, to leave us on a little bit of a cliffhanger, based on the shouting and such that is echoing through this area now, Artem and Glory, you're going to notice the door to your northeast, or northeast of Artem, is going to open, and you hear the sound of creatures emerging from there.
There's creatures.
And then Archgale, from where you're standing, you notice from your west, the door doesn't open, but you notice these this like black sludge sleeps underneath the doorway and starts coming towards you.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to scoot those there. Oh, yes, we will go ahead and throw a wisdom save for that one ghoul who ended his turn in the aura. And that'll be a failure. Go ahead and post that damage.
Nice.
All right, those spiritual guardians will strike into him, wounding him again. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and hang it up here. Hopefully I can resolve my technical issues for next week and be back up to normal speed. Apologies there. But, yeah, good session, everyone. Like I say, next week will very likely be our conclusion. So bring the popcorn and all that. We'll see how things go. It's going to be very interesting. All right, have a good night, folks.
Good night, guys.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks, Adam. Enjoy your week,
Good night,
everybody.
guys.